Oh, hey, look, popped in. Hey, we are
Who's here?
live. Yes, little late, not too late. Comic Nut will be joining us. He is coming to his studio right now. Give him a few minutes, but
Cool.
I want to start as closest to on time as possible because it's a thing. It's just people are waiting, and the other night I had a technical issue, and that technical issue really messed me up. Even though it was a really simple fix, and I should have realized what it was because I've had it happen before. I did not. But anyways, we're having a Rum and Coke night tonight, and we're having a kind of special one in a little bit. A couple different reasons. One, new person will be joining us, e.bjjcomicnut. Two, this is going to be certified drama and troll-free. So if you want to call us troll-free on the troll-free line, that basically is just message me, and I'll give you the link to come in. Yeah, my troll-free line is called. And we also might even have Undoomed stop by. He said he might stop by, if you guys know it.
Ooh.
The lovely voice of Undoomed, right?
I'm kind of excited. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he works for me too. I don't know what it is. I mean, that voice just yeah. Yeah, if you guys don't know who Undoomed is, go check him out because he's a little polarizing, and I like that.
Oh yeah, he is.
Man, I forgot how this wine tasted like before.
Oh, well, speaking
I
of
missed the
wine,
taste.
so it's Rum and Coke night. So people be drinking and stuff. So obviously, Manya, what are you having?
I'm having my the previous time the Rose Hawke's Bay
That looks
that
good.
I had last time.
Rosé. It's a rosé.
Yeah, rosé.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The accent on the E.
So-
Rosé.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a while since we've had. I have been on the Rum and Coke because I usually am able to finish my bottle in a month when I'm with you guys, but looks like this one's
wait a
lasting
minute.
me a little longer.
Wait, I had heard that you're an alcoholic. Is that not true?
Oh man, yeah. I'm actually lagging behind on my
You
alcoholism.
are really a
This
poor
bottle's gonna
alcoholic.
let me get-
Amateur. Strictly amateur. She's got a long way to go. She's like level 0 right now, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So-
I'm new to drinking, and the reason why I started with Steve and Shesh and Party is because I was like, I better do it in a safe environment, where I trust people. So yeah, that was that. And for some reason, I'm an alcoholic now, and even Little Red, she's also an alcoholic for some reason. Even though that poor thing passed out, dead tired after working 12 hours.
Who can afford to be an alcoholic nowadays? I don't even know, right? This is why we do it
I've
once
been on
a
my
week.
first beer. I've been on my first tall boy beer since I started my stream at 8 o'clock,
Wow.
and I bought 3 for the night. So I'm a raging
Well,
alcoholic.
it's not even financially. It was just who can afford to be alcoholic with the wear and tear it does in your system. Oh my God, I have to recuperate. It used to be you get through the next day and blah blah blah. Now it's like 3 days. So I think it's like for every decade you age, you add another day for it. Because my 20s it was fine, but
Yeah,
now
you don't have hangovers in your 20s.
no. Well, yeah, no. You have hangovers. You just deal with them better. You just push through
Yeah,
it.
maybe.
Suck it up. You take it as a yeah, it was worth it. Even though you're like, no, it so wasn't. It was so not worth it. So vegan, atheist, Coral, what are you drinking?
Hey, I went with the very classic Smirnoff and Sprite. So
definitely
just
classic.
chilling. Yeah, I can't do anything too crazy right now. That they just changed up my pills, and they're like, I gotta wait and see. I'm sure you don't
that
end
could
up
be
acting
fun.
loopy.
Yeah, we're not
So-
going to encourage you to drink too much. Whenever I heard they just changed my meds, I got to make sure that you're medically sound to drink. And,
Exactly.
I look out for people, man. That's you know that.
Exactly.
So hey, look who just joined us. Yes.
Hey.
We have BJJ Comic Nut in the house.
What's up, peoples?
By the way, I never did ask you what the hell that stood for.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Yes. First of all, introduce yourself to my audience, and second of all, you got to tell us what you're drinking and how the hell did you get that name?
Oh, I'm still drinking what I was drinking last night. That Michelob.
Not the same as that can, though, right?
I have yet to stop drinking.
Wow. See, and you see, you're a few decades younger than me. Your body can tolerate that.
Yeah. I don't know. I beg to differ. When I woke up this morning, I think the only way I would have been able to function is by continuing to drink.
Sometimes that's kind of true. That whole hair of the dog thing, even though I came from literally taking a hair of a wolf or something that bit you for lupus or something. But I actually find that for a hangover, maybe a little shot kind of makes you feel better.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put my headphones in so I don't get that reverb.
No worries. We got to get to Milwaukee Atheist, wonderful content creator that does Bible studies every Sunday that I get invited to every so often, and I just read shit that I have no idea what the hell it means. But what are you drinking? Let me guess. You're drinking Kraken rum.
No. I'm drinking Captain Morgan rum, and it's over there, and I'm too lazy to get it. So I'll get it later. But yes,
Dude,
rum.
it's like literally like 6 feet from you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Right? That's such a mood. I'm feeling that so hard right now.
Fine, Steve. You want me to come over here and be an alcoholic? You got it. I'll
that's the
join
goal.
the crew.
Yes.
I will be in line.
That
All
is the
right.
goal.
Getting my booze.
So anybody can come in, except for toxic content creators. This is going to be a kind of a content creator hangout, a conference of how we can actually better ourselves as content creators. Some ideas from us and to us from the audience. Todd, I did give you the link. It is in your notifications. If you look in your DMs, intent, and I also sent out an email because I got like 100 people on my mailing list. I give the link to all those people that are vetted already. It's not that many. It's like it's 80 something, but close. It's pushing 100. So 100 sounds more round, sounds more impressive, doesn't it?
It does. It's very official.
It does. So I thought we kind of get together, and especially with new content creators, people maybe we haven't really had impact with or influence with or associated with, and kind of see how they kind of do their channels and they do ideas, because you got to tell you, come up with ideas is difficult for a content creator. I mean, it's one of the hardest things I think we have to do. In fact, ComicNut, you just started like streaming. You have videos, but you just literally started streaming. Have you found that providing live content is a little bit different?
Yeah, it's more fun.
It is, right? Right? It is more fun. It's also a little more difficult because it's on the fly, right?
Oh, that's where I differ. I tend to be a little bit more erratic and spontaneous versus methodical. So for me to actually sit down and create content and try to write a script on something, I end up always throwing the script away and just winging it on almost all the videos that I've uploaded. All of them are pretty much winging it. So me doing the stream, it kind of more in line with my mindset.
Yeah, that's how I am too. By the way, I got some people in it. I don't want to show the stream here. So it says they're waiting here. I don't see you, Todd, in the waiting room. So come back in. So, but yeah, I try to do my hand in doing actual videos, right? And I have some back in the day. I mean, do you know how many videos I have on my channel? Can you guess?
Probably like 1,700.
That's my total. Actually, I have 1,700 total videos across multiple channels. But on this particular channel, I have just over 1,000. But I have a couple different channels. But yeah, so trying to come up with content for that is very difficult. But I find that live, it makes you think in real time. Like I do a show with atheist pastor Chris Attlee. We have Over and Under, and we're doing political stuff. And wow, it's a different ballgame. Because I mean, I'm used to doing stuff for Cheshire. I like it. What do you think about that? Because I always said I wasn't going to dive into politics.
It's one of my favorite things to argue about is politics, because it's mostly opinions, and I got a lot of those.
Yeah. I try to tend to stay away from the politics situation because I can get a little bit Latin, I guess you would say, on people.
I enjoy talking about controversial topics, and for some reason people are afraid to talk about politics and religion, and I'm not. So
those are two I don't do. I
do anything. In fact, it's kind of funny because I actually have a new thing on Fridays called Controversy, where we just pick the controversy. I kind of think of the controversy of the week that maybe would be the kerfluffle. I got a super chat from Amir, $5. Quote, wow, you're really diving in here, aren't you, Amir? He says, quote, rocks are atheist. Arn rock, hashtag change my mind. That was actually from Arn today, literally today. Arn, I love you, man. I do. I do. Arn, you stick with your phylogeny, though. Stick with your biology, man. Because I got to tell you, and I'm not the only one that's telling you this, stay away from the philosophy stuff, man. Just don't debate it. Don't discuss it. Don't bring it up. And I'm telling you, people are going to not mock you so much on your just inept understanding of philosophy. I mean, it's the same thing as like, look, young Earth creationists, they're inept when it comes to biology, right? And you mock them, Aaron. We get it. I mock them for the same reason. That's what people think of you in philosophy. Stop it. I literally almost visualized Ozzy crying today. I mean, he was on my Facebook and he was just, laughing, and I'm like, dude, you broke Ozzy. When you break Ozzy, then that's bad. So yeah, don't say rocks are atheists. That's just weird.
I look at it a little bit differently, and I do love Aaron Ra. I think he is amazing when it comes to the phylogeny stuff. Yes, but I would never discourage anyone from entering in the discourse, because everybody has to start from somewhere. But there's definitely needs to be an acknowledgement that his knowledge of philosophy isn't up to par to phylogeny, so a little bit of humble pie wouldn't do him.
But he's tried for years,
bad.
right? And he doesn't listen to the people that actually know the topic. I've never seen him take advice from anybody in philosophy, and he's certainly.
Well, that's why I'm saying he needs a little bit of humble pie, and being able to accept the fact that, hey, you know what, maybe he's just not as knowledgeable on this subject, and can. Hopefully, he needs to learn how to take a little bit of critique, I think.
Well, I agree with you, but unfortunately, yeah, but the way he does that is I don't know if you ever read, he wrote a blog piece on me. Do you ever read that?
No, I didn't.
Call me Mr. Agnostic, right? And,
I did. Yeah. I think I heard about it, though.
It's so bad that even his own people were like, "Aren't stop, just stop." and I wrote back in a more of a sophistry type way, but I was like. It was savage. I was savage. But anyways, so that's super chat kind of derailed it for a second, but that's fine. We do that in Rum and Coke.
There's some good news.
What's some good news?
So I mean, in relation to Arn and the humble pie that you're talking about, so previously, his knowledge of the Bible wasn't really all that good. But like I am friends with Arn. Arn's just awesome.
I was friends with Arn.
Well, okay.
Right.
Right, let the guy finish.
Yeah, so he watched a video that's pretty popular on YouTube, and instead of just eating it up whole cloth about the pagan origins of Judaism, that's what it's called, he asked me about it, and I told him the parts that were accurate, the parts that weren't, and then I cited scholarship. So it's I'm glad that he asked me that.
Yeah, he recognizes that you are. I mean, I hate to say the word expert or authority, but you are definitely somebody who's well versed on this topic. Just like I'm pretty well versed as well, but we're not experts, but we are.
Yeah,
I would say that as lay people, the experts will recognize us as lay people that know what the hell we're talking about. Yeah. So I mean, but okay, let's kind of apply that to us. If Aaron was taking your constructive criticism, but he doesn't, like for example, doesn't take my constructive criticism, even though people have told him that I'm not bullshitting him, I'm not incorrect, I'm not, exactly inept in this topic. Isn't that more of a genetic fallacy? And as content creators ourselves, what could we do to be able to take constructive criticism? Because I got to tell you, I have no problem when people tell me I like this, I don't like this, do this, don't do that. If they don't come at me sideways, right? If they come at me sideways, nobody wants to deal with that. Especially when you're on an account that's not even, we don't even know if it's a real or not. It could be one of our, toxic fandoms that are coming by. So I'd rather have somebody like, let's like Comic Nut here. Let me use an example, then I'll turn over to you, Coral. Let's say Comic Nut, he has 10,000 subs, right? And he says, hey, Steve, I watched some of your stuff. I think this was great, but on this, maybe, if you want some suggestions, try this. I love that. I would love something like that, right? But is that what we usually get? Does anybody give you that, Comic Nut? And then we'll get to Coral real quick because she.
Where people, excuse me, something is blared in my freaking ears at you as you ended your sentence. So can you repeat the last part of it?
Yeah, I was just saying that. How would you want constructive criticism basically to be addressed to you from your subscribers?
Well, they've given me constructive criticism. Some of them say, hey, look, in the beginning, I wouldn't look directly into the camera. And some of them say, hey, you know what? We love your content. Just you need to engage us more. And by doing so, you need to look directly into the camera more. So I as long as they're not yelling and screaming at me or calling me an asshole or something like that, and they're just I would take any kind of constructive criticism. I don't care who it is, even if it's, you know, my worst enemy and they actually sat back and watched my video. I'd be like, damn, okay, I'll take that. I'm a really kind of open and laid back kind of dude when it comes to that type of stuff.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, again, I don't even want to be considered somebody who has a genetic fallacy that where the advice comes from. But most of the time, if I have a detractor or toxic fandom that will give some advice, somebody else has already, that is more closer to me, is given the same advice, right? It's usually pretty something obvious. But Cora, what did you want to add?
Well, I would just say that maybe taking a page from Anthony Bosnick would be a really good start, because of the fact that the way certain people give critique sometimes can come off kind of pushy, especially with certain personalities and stuff like that. And so sometimes people come too strong at other creators, like, hey, you know that I know my shit and blah blah blah. But the way that they're coming about it, it's not a way that the other person can be receptive to it. So
they're approaching you like a more like condescending.
Yeah. And sometimes I see that it happen a lot with a lot of the content creators that I follow. Like, I follow a lot of different ones that I really, really enjoy. And then I see them for the first time interacting with each other. And sometimes it don't go well. And it's because there's a little bit of cockiness on each side. And, everybody's kind of in their own little bubble. And then sometimes there's a little bit of this going on. And that's because I think sometimes people forget that, you just gotta chill with that a little bit and be receptive, but also learn how to talk in a way that is going to end up being constructive. Maybe instead of approaching it saying you should do this, or you're not right on that, or that's wrong, don't be an idiot, or something along those lines, making sure like approaching it in maybe a different way might get other people to be more receptive to other points of views.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But here's the thing. Okay, we deal with a lot of people. I deal with a lot of people. I mean, seriously. So when somebody casts me sideways, I'm sorry. To me, it's just a pragmatic thing where I'm not going to invest too much of my time at it, right? So if they, if they're, especially when it comes to these topics like philosophy, which I've gone over 1,000,000 times, right? I don't see a need for myself as a content creator to start from the very basics, to start from the first base, stuff, to somebody that I don't know, that has 0 subs, that could be just about anybody, that seems to be sea-lying me. I'll just give them a video or something, and say, hey, here's my position on it if you want to watch it. And I don't recommend giving videos to people like that. I mean, if you have a claim, that's fine. But if somebody's coming to me, then that's fine. I'd be like, hey, no, I've already addressed it here, right? But I can be very dismissive.
Yeah, it comes across dismissive. And like, I know that we sometimes forget that not everybody is on the same level as us sometimes. Like, I don't have a lot of followers.
Ego there. Look at that elitism. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like, I don't have a lot of followers or anything like that, but sometimes I'm in the midst of a conversation with someone, and I like, especially on, say, something along the lines of veganism, and I'm thinking in my head, oh, but you already know about such and such. You already know about this. But then I have to go, oh, wait a minute. I got to back up. They might not know about that.
Right.
Even because I spent a lot of time looking at the different studies and I've done the research, but they might not have. You never know where they are in that journey.
So look, okay, I would say, like I said, as a layperson, you are probably the go-to person when it comes to vegan stuff. You know your shit, okay? Nobody would disagree with that. So if I came after you for constructive criticism about something you're talking about, one of your videos for veganism, if you've something that you already addressed, and again, if it's just somebody that you don't know that is really just coming at you sideways, do you really want to spend that much time going, look, I've already explained this argument about veganism. I already talked about, the ethical considerations.
I want to have that conversation.
Yeah,
I want to have that conversation. I want to know exactly what they think, why they think, where they think I went wrong, and how maybe I didn't say it in a way that is like that they didn't understand it. So maybe there's a different way I can say it in order for them to get it. Or maybe I got something wrong. I mean, we always have to be open to maybe being wrong regardless of our levels. And there's new information coming at us always, and we're always learning new things, and we're trying to educate each other all the time. And so by being open and not kind of making that assumption, we are actually opening ourselves up to learning new things.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I want to point out
hey, look
something.
who's
real
here,
quick.
Cheshire.
Hey, Josh!
I don't appreciate being accused of ever learning anything in my entire life.
You're a Canadian school.
Shut up,
We
you
know
know
that
you
wasn't.
do.
We know that wasn't an issue.
Don't worry, nobody would ever accuse you of that.
Yeah, and we know, nobody.
Listen, I get corrected often, and I get told that I'm wrong and how to be right. But whether it sticks, yeah,
She was so
you know.
proud she hit 63 on an IQ test.
I know,
She'd
man.
been
I was so
unlocked.
excited.
Yes.
Oh man.
So let me
I
introduce
was
you guys
so
real quick.
happy.
Cheshire, this is a comic nut. This is Cheshire. She's my co-host for a show we do 11 o'clock a.m. called Caffeine Corner. We talk about critical thinking stuff. And we got Brandon here. Brandon's a
Yeah, you already know me. Yep.
Yep, and we just had Undoomed join us, which is another content
put
creator that usually has some good
face to the
tips.
name, Brandon. I got a face to the name of Brandon now. I have a face to the name.
Yeah, that actually is Brandon. That's the one that actually goes
Yeah,
to
there
your
you go.
live chat. Yes.
Yeah, he's awesome with me at least. You know, he's,
Undoomed might be having
Yeah,
some.
Brandon's cool people.
Yeah.
Undoomed might
It's
be
got some
having
connection
technical
problems,
issues.
but other than that, I think it's the phone.
Hold on.
Well, you know, it does go to the
I
whole
gotta
thing
come
of people that look. There's a narrative to be had when people say, "Well, you're not taking constructive criticism," because the first thing you have to analyze is, first of all, is this constructive?
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Okay.
Right? Yeah. Is this actually constructive? And second of all, does the person giving constructive criticism, what is their intent behind it? I'm sorry, but I don't think that a lot of people, like for example, let's take I'm not going to, again, by the way, everybody who's joined, we can't give any specific names, but let's say that somebody, we're going to use toxic fandom. If somebody from a toxic fandom was giving you advice, what is their goal for that? They obviously don't want to help you, right?
No, but even if they're not helping you, sometimes you can look a little bit deeper into what they're saying, and there could be some kind of truth to it. So you don't have to really necessarily take who is saying it, but just listen to the words that are coming out their mouth. And one, as an intellectual or being smarter than your average bear, should be able to decipher, okay, I can take this good out of it, and I know that they were trying to throw me a low blow on this part of it.
But what happens if
here.
you don't want to associate with them? Let's say like somebody. Let's say like there's somebody like, look, let's say you were violated by somebody, you were attacked, you were physically assaulted by them or something. You don't want to be in the same room with them. You don't want them coming around. You've isolated them and excised them for your entire existence. But they keep going to your videos trying to give you constructive advice. What do you do?
Well,
Yeah, I think in that
they say
instance,
things
yeah.
to you and claim that it's constructive.
Right. That's my point, right? Yeah.
In that instance, I think you'd have to really step back and not listen to them, because if it goes beyond the verbal and they have physically attacked me in a dark alley per se, then I wouldn't want to be around that person at all. I would just be shut down completely to anything they have to say.
Yeah, well,
I think that would be
how
the
I see it.
judicious use of the block.
Yeah, there's a line there where even if they could give you the best advice on the planet. Like, let's say their advice to you is, hey, maybe you should keep breathing.
Yeah.
But there are other people that are less toxic to you as a person, you as a creator, or you and your community, that having them around, whatever benefit they're going to give from that advice, even if it is good advice, does not outweigh the amount of harm that they're doing to whatever is going on. And in that case, it's if you've built a good enough community, then you would expect to also be getting that advice from better places.
Right.
That's what I
my
was
point
gonna
too.
say. I think honestly, like if
By
there's
the way.
merit, there'd be a bunch of people that are maybe not on your shit list that will be like, hey, I'm hearing this exact same thing, not just from the troll farm, but also from, the people that support me. So maybe I do need to look into this a little bit more.
So I did have a troll tell me, that I needed to stop saying and so much. They said it in a kind of condescending way to try to make it seem as if I was an idiot. But I stepped back and I was like, well, damn, he does have a right. I do say and a lot. But the rest of it was irrelevant. And I actually tried to take that unconstructive criticism and turn it into constructive criticism. So every time I actually say
It was a
now,
slight,
I squeeze my
slight.
leg to remind myself, hey, I just said it again. And now I have a trigger that stops me from saying
Here's the
that.
thing on that, though. Okay, for example, all the people that are surrounding you right now, I don't know if it's the same on your screen, but you're like in my center right now, so everybody's like surrounding you.
Ooh.
It's like all these people that surrounding you, any one of them I would trust to give constructive criticism. And something when it comes to, those are called vocalized pauses, by the way. A vocalized pause is when you say things like or or because or these things are where your brain takes a split second to try to thinking something, right?
It's me.
And so we most of us, I don't know, maybe they haven't take public speaking, but public speaking, every time you do a speech, you have to read like a paragraph. And every time you go through this paragraph, if you have a vocalized pause, you got to start from the beginning again.
Right.
And it tries to train your brain.
yourself.
Right.
Yeah, that's like a master class on speech. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And you do recognize it, though. You hear it from other people, especially when you're listening to a video and you're so trained to say, well, I just did it, right? I just recognized I did a vocalized pause, right? You're so
It's training to fill the pause that you don't have to fill with sound to buy yourself time when there's actually nothing necessarily wrong with the pause itself.
Exactly.
On the other hand, though,
make sure you fill it with something not stupid, though.
Preferably.
Yeah.
Given the example that you gave,
Yeah.
if you used
You said, start again.
Yep. Okay. Well, given the example that you gave, if you were to put that constructive that criticism or that slight that you took as criticism and were able to do something with, but you surrounded it with you're a fraud, you're an apologist or a defender of a rapist, you attack people, you've assaulted somebody, you don't speak well to women, blah 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 blah. Are you really gonna let that person dictate the conversation in 17 different ways and gish gallop their way through accusation after accusation after accusation, unsubstantiated, naturally, to pull out that one little piece? Or are you gonna somebody?
Of course not. I would not do that. Again, this person was just being an idiot, just trying to say that I was uneducated.
Yeah, they're just being sassy.
No, yeah, and I I'm like, bro, I like graduated from North Carolina State University, you know what I mean, in computer science. Get the fuck out of here. And so
no, it's from North Carolina.
we got smart people around here. We got educated people. They be learning.
Yeah, straight up educated.
Yes. NC State's like half hour from me.
Oh,
I went to State.
Yeah.
Nice. See that? We're like-minded people here. We all know nothing because they don't teach shit.
I went to a school that very few people have probably heard about.
Which one is what?
Embry Riddle. Yeah.
Did you say embryonic?
Embry Riddle.
Embry Riddle. Where he studied embryonics, right? No.
I studied a few things. I mean, embryonics, I got a practical education in
some
it.
embryos, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
So I got a vodka and cran.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was going to ask you about
Nice.
that, but it appears to be a vodka and cran.
It is.
Yeah, yesterday I was pretty tore up. I don't know if you could notice. While I was, I know Golden Unicorn was on there. I was pretty fucked up.
She gets torn up here occasionally, but you know what? Even then, she's still not that bad. I don't think she's
Manya's a bad lad.
Yeah, I don't think she knows what it's like to really
Bad
be super torn up yet.
Steve, why did you have to corrupt Manya like that?
She asked me to. She begged me. You don't even know. And by the way, I'm not kidding here. This is not me joking.
Hold on. Let us not undermine Manya's accomplishments. This woman has turned into a mad lad all on her own.
She's
she
savage.
deserves that credit.
Yeah,
That's right.
She's gotten savage.
Give the woman her due.
Well, here's the thing.
Right?
She used to be savage as a evangelical religious nuttard, right? She was really, in your face, evil. And so she's taken that skill set she's learned from that and put it to good.
Depending on who you ask about whether or not it's evil.
Right.
What do you got, Jared?
Oh, no, I was just listening at that point.
No.
What are you drinking, by the way?
I'm actually finishing up the hard apple cider that I had.
So I saw that Todd joined us.
That was adorable.
Todd,
that was like adorable on a three-way front. It was great. I wish all my freeways were that adorable.
Whoa. Damn. Video or it didn't happen.
Whoosh.
Todd, did you want to add something as a content creator real quick? I know you were dying to get in. Now you shut the hell up, and I don't know why.
I was having problems with the mic a second ago.
Listen to that voice. Wouldn't you all want to have?
Yeah, I was gonna say the voice is hot.
That's a soothing voice, man.
That's a content creator voice right there.
Comic Nut, just FYI, I went to Wake Tech for a while, and I did a semester at State, and I also dated quite a few chicks who went to State.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those chicks are all. I'll leave it at that.
They're nice people.
Smart chicks, right?
They're
smart.
special.
Yeah, they're
very smart chicks.
Well, the equestrian girls are kind of nice at the college, the equestrian part of it, but
they got
the rest of them are all
eyes.
A lot of practice.
They're farm chicks. You know
You
what
get
I mean?
a lot of
Like, they're all
education in
from the
college.
country.
Yes, you learn
Really good
a
at writing,
lot
yeah.
of things
Really
in
good at
college.
writing things.
Oh, they can post up for sure.
Oh yeah.
That is I crushed a watermelon with my thighs, girl.
That's right.
Oh yeah. There's
Hey,
that
Ma, watch this.
There's way too many rebel flags though. Like it's a whole.
Oh yeah,
other-
back then it was. Yeah. It was
On our show on that time of the month, last week, no, the week before, there was a guy who was posting about his girlfriend and how he absolutely loves her, but he's having trouble and finds her less attractive because she's really dedicated to this hobby, and the hobby was Muay Thai. So apparently he is doing Muay Thai like 5 days out of the week. And so he was complaining that she spends so much time doing this, and anytime he goes with her, he's like, "Oh, I don't know, man." And he's like, she fights, and she's like furious when she fights, and it makes me uncomfortable. And she's got bruises on her, and it makes me uncomfortable. It's like, so my girlfriend kicks ass, and I don't. And all of the girls in the show were like, "Does she want to date me?"
Right?
Yeah, my wife. I fought professionally for a while, and my wife trained Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu with me, and it was a complete turn on. You know what I mean? When she's all over me in jiu-jitsu, I'm like, we need to get home as fast as possible. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because then it's a nice little fight for dominance. I mean, come on.
Teach me, senpai.
Yeah, it's
Right?
good. It's good fun. I've been thinking about getting into pro wrestling, but I'm gonna wait until after the COVID thing. 'Cause I love
That's probably a good idea.
Like
yeah,
I'll go through a table. I don't care.
I'm actually already signed up to start learning MMA and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to get into that. But again, we're waiting for COVID to get going.
I fought mixed martial arts. I was light heavyweight champ at 205 pounds.
Do you want to be a second for Tina?
Sure.
Yeah, Tina needs a champion. Yeah, can't be higher than a blue belt though.
Can't be higher than a blue belt because I have 4 black belts.
Somebody has. Yeah, we can't. No names. No toxic fandom. But we can't. So somebody has 4 black belts won't fight somebody higher than a blue belt. That makes a lot of sense.
What is he? Ex-Marine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just gonna wear this around my neck real quick.
Do it. He's crushing it.
I like our new friend.
It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, no, didn't I say that?
Dust it off.
I like this guy. I was on his channel the other night. He was very, very cordial. I like the way he presented himself. I like what he does. If you want to tell people what you do, because I think it's extremely admirable. And I was like, shit, we got to get to know this guy.
Yeah, what kind of content do you make?
I like making friends.
Me too.
I have a variety. So I do commentary, I do game reviews, I do comic book and collectible reviews, and I do some drama.
Dude.
Yeah, I saw you doing a video of the people that were sending death threats to Laura Bailey.
Yeah, I thought that was really shitty. You know what I mean? That was a really shitty situation.
She's such a sweet lady, right?
Yeah. I've actually talked to her on Twitter because so I made a video where she made a comment about a game, and I wrote her, I'm like, look, I'm about to throw this up. This is my position. Before I throw this video up, please give me your position so that way I can make sure that we're on a line. And I don't want to just guess.
Yeah.
And she gave me her opinion, and I put it in the video. And even though I still didn't agree with her, I gave her that platform to give her, her position.
To make sure you didn't take her out of context, and she's suddenly bombarded with something. She's like, "That's not what I said. What do you?" Right? Yeah.
Right, so I got
recently. I got.
Wait.
go ahead.
Hold up. Someone actually did something appropriately and then gets mad and offended at the other person and starts throwing bullshit accusations around? What the hell is this?
YouTube. Diligence. Don't do it.
You've abducted YouTube and replaced it with someone we don't recognize.
Right?
Finish your thought, because I got to read the super
Body
chat because
snatchers.
I wanted to address this super chat.
No, I thought she deserved that because she's a really nice lady.
She is.
And on top of that, me and her are both Puerto Rican, so that gave me the extra, like, I can't, you know.
Kinship.
Yeah, you know.
So let me so somebody asked, and this is a good question, kind of a segue. Original Nielsen, she asked for 5 Australian. Where should I love her? I know we love her. Where should a new content creator start? What's the first steps? It seems overwhelming at first because
Open the channel. Open the channel. That's the first step.
If you have the account and you're in the chat, you already have that done. You already technically have a channel.
Yeah, you already have a channel. Right.
So here's the question. What are you passionate about?
Right.
Exactly.
I would actually be cautious if you have a channel already that has a history and has associated accounts already. You may not want to use that account.
Exactly.
Depending on what community you're part of and what you're going to talk about, because you might start talking about something that has absolutely nothing to do with the whatever account you already have's history of commenting. So you may want to rebuild from scratch, or you may want to build on what you've already got, and you might want to make that decision first.
So I would say I'm pretty new when it comes to like the official content stuff, and the biggest advice that I was given was get a good mic.
Yeah. That was my advice.
Audio is
speaking of,
because video can be whatever. You can put you can have graphics up, you can have video in the background. You can,
480p.
You can be like Undoomed.
Or you could go,
well, that's what I got to figure out real quick. So real quick, we're talking about audio.
Monty's hair looks fantastic tonight.
You know what's funny is Monty came, I swear, I'm going to throw Monty under the bus real quick before I get down to Doom. Monty came in here and she said, I'm going on camera tonight, but don't judge me because I'm not all prettied up. And I'm like, you look gorgeous. What the hell's wrong with you? Stop it.
Right? She did. I was there. You look beautiful.
We all had such first world problems.
So triggering.
But so real quick, Doom's having some mic issues, even though he's been doing this for years. And you think
is it still triggering, or is it okay now?
No, it's okay.
I love you, Manya, but I hate your mic. You need to get at least like a blue or something.
Yeah, we gotta figure something out.
I have a snowball blue. Hang on a second.
Yeah,
so she's having what she's having trouble with is the setup itself, not her tech. Her tech is good. She just needs somebody to help her set up the audio.
Here's the thing. The other day, I spent like 3 hours tweaking everything out. I had opened up an account on Twitch, had friends on the other end, and asked them, "Is this good? Is this good? Can you hear me?" So now I've got this thing tweaked so good, that it's like professional quality now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Good. Yeah, I think
it's good.
The audio is
critical. Now? Any better? No.
You sound like you're in an airplane going through a tunnel.
It's still.
You're still using this microphone.
I
can use that one if you want, but I want to get this one into action better. Like I don't want to use.
Put it closer to your mouth, and it'll probably work better.
Well, I'm saying like Jared, Dick Dawson, Bull, all of the above can help you.
Yeah,
Dick would probably your best option.
I would do this.
Okay.
Hey,
isn't Dick always the best option?
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh my god! Really?
Dick's the one who made me. Dick's the one who made me sound so good.
Manya gave me consent. She didn't give you consent. Don't take my women. Okay.
I'm hearing some suggestions, or I'm reading some suggestions in the chat about having videos and collabs about comic books. Okay. So the question is, which comic books and in what aspects? Are we going to talk philosophy? Are we going to talk politics? Are we going to talk art? Are we going to talk
we can talk all the above.
All of the above.
Let me finish with this real quick. Hang on. Let me finish with this. Hang on.
So here's this
quick. Because Manya, when you have a boom like that, okay, you got to keep it. Listen, you got to keep it close, but you got to keep it below your mouth, and you got to have a pop filter on it.
Yes, and it has to be almost touching the.
But it's got to be below, so your wind doesn't go across it, and you're not speaking into it because you get a poppy noise.
Yeah.
So I got this fancy one, and if I bring it close, you got to start talking like this.
It sounds way better. God, man.
That's
All
right.
right, I'll bring this one.
All right, so real quick, so I gotta hang on. We gotta help.
So
Listen.
we're all really talking like this.
Hang on.
Really close to the mic.
Hang on.
Yeah.
We've got.
It's the Rum and Coke ASMR
Hang on.
hour.
All right.
Hang on.
All right, and now hang on. Before we go any further, I need a little break because I have a feeling Undoomed is about to unmute and join in on that stuff.
We're trying to help.
I don't think I'm gonna be ready.
I'm trying to help the poor guy, and none of you are letting me help Undoomed. Even though he fucking has a channel, he knows what the hell he's doing. He's a smart guy. He actually has good videos. Don't tell him I said that. But you know, you think he would have this fixed?
Let's give Steve a chance.
All right. So Undoomed, I helped you figure out how to. Did it work? Can you talk?
He needs to unmute in the.
Yeah, you have to unmute it in the meets. So go down to the bottom, mouse over the bottom, and unmute.
Press the mic.
What is it?
All right.
Oh, there we go. See, this is
I was just listening to you guys, trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Would you like to get some? Would you like to get some audio tips?
It literally does not matter anymore.
Yeah,
I guess not.
Just the tip. Give us the tip. What is your audio tip from audio?
Sorry, what?
I don't know. I'm greedy. Not just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just a tip. All right. Yeah.
You know, every time he says that, we all know your videos. Every time you say you're going to go just the tip, you go deep. We watch your shit. Every time he's like, I'm gonna have this video talk about this special snowflake. It's only gonna be 5 minutes.
I thought it was gonna be intelligent discussions. Fuck's sake!
Oh no! I'm sorry. Sorry,
it evolves very quickly when Rum and Coke is involved.
Hang on, Undoomed. You missed that earlier. That was about 8 hours ago on my channel.
Okay.
What's a good tip
In our defense, we were talking about mics and how to use them, and that's kind of how we got onto that.
So for that, I use a Samson G-Track. It's very inexpensive. It's a USB mic, and it sounds really good. And you can get them for less than $100 if you buy them on the marketplace or somewhere else, or $120, and you're gonna get a quality mic that sounds really, really good.
I actually started on a Samsung.
Yeah, I love them. I think they're great, and my particular one, I have a lot of different controls that on the actual mic itself, where I can the different waves, like the voice capture. If somebody's on the sides, I can set it to where it'll capture the sides plus the front of the microphone. So it does have, and it has an instrument plug-in, so I can plug in the instrument directly into it. It's a pretty good mic, man. So I used to use the Snow one, but I switched to this one, and I actually like it a lot.
Anything that'll make you sound sexy is good.
Yeah.
I've got a Focusrite. This is a Focusrite.
We are not sponsored, but here's the link.
It's about $200, so it's not that expensive. This was actually helped by Landon and Bull. Actually helped me get this.
Fair warning, that site's going to take you to the Canadian one.
Okay. What?
Never mind.
But it's a cardioid type
Canadian
mic.
stuff.
And my recommendation is to try to get, if you could, get a cardioid type mic that has a special field pattern, right? Because you want
a special feel.
Yeah, field. No, field.
Of course. You don't want a dynamic one.
Yeah, you don't want a dynamic mic.
Exactly.
You're also going to have to teach Monty how to do ASMR. You don't want to be too whispery.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to be too
There you go. That's
Don't you dare stop. Don't you just. That's just like Cortis interrupted.
Which one is that?
Stop.
This is the knockoff of what is it called? The green whatever. But it's the same stuff, and you get it for half the price from China, man.
Right. Welcome to China.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about getting anything from China at this point right now.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to send you anything bad.
They'll give you TikTok.
Yeah, it's okay. Just make sure you leave it in the box for 2 weeks of quarantine.
So
why did Steve get super quiet? But
and if you get any seeds, just plant them. Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking of from China that way. I was thinking more like, has anyone brought up that TikTok was banned?
Well, that's
Right.
right.
I was just
we got 2 people in here.
Last night when after I got off the air with Steve and my crew and everybody, I was drunk as hell, and I made a video. My editor's doing it, so I don't know what it's gonna look like because I was drunk as fuck. He said it's gonna look good though, so it should be up here in a little while, and it has to do with the TikTok whole thing.
I want to watch that. I want to watch that because I just last night I guess Undoomed wasn't aware that TikTok and Trump are not like favorable to each other, right? So I was telling Undoomed that
because a bunch of kids use TikTok to troll Trump and his rally managers.
I think that he wants to get rid of TikTok. It's not because of the spyware. I think he wants to get a TikTok because he's butthurt.
Oh, for sure. He tell Undoomed that. Say Steve was right. Fuck you, TikTokers went and like hacked his rally, and so he thought he was going to have 1 million COVIDiots there at his rally, and when they showed up, they had to literally tear down an extra stage that they put up for overflow, but there was only like not even 6,000. I think it was less than 6,500. I think maybe people that actually showed up, not 1 million.
So I guess you're all Trump supporters, then.
No,
every single one of them.
First of all, hey Trump, hey Undoomed, you're overmodulating a little bit. Your voice is really loud. But I don't know. I'm trying to equalize everybody's audio, but when you got this many people in here, it's very difficult. I could turn my trust me, I could turn my preamp here and I'll blow you all out of the water. But
all right.
But
who's loud? Who's loud?
You're just a little overmodulated, a little bit, not much, but a little bit.
Yeah, but you didn't give me any option to change that.
That's on your end. Do I got to do everything for you?
Yes.
I was like, I can't find
no
any
wonder when you
settings.
Masturbate, you DM me for help. I get it now.
I couldn't find any fucking I've never been on this fucking... I don't use Google to have Hangouts.
What do you use?
You sound like you're in my cell walls.
I do not think that Steve is the one to be talking about needing help with everything.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a slight problem there.
Yeah.
I do have a quick question though for ComicNut.
Shoot.
You said you do like a lot of stuff with comics and stuff like that. Have you seen the new Earthraiser comic that is on Kickstarter right now?
Earthraiser. I don't do a lot of Kickstarters. But well, that's not true. I do weird Kickstarters like My Little Pony Zombies.
Nice.
Fascinating.
Yeah, please tell me. Please tell me. This only wins if they have revived Derpy Hooves.
They did. So the thing is,
what the hell you're all talking about?
They're all just zombies.
How do we go from masturbation to zombie pony thingies? I'm lost here.
Are you asking how you got from My Little Pony to masturbation? Is that what I just heard?
No, because I've actually met bronies.
No,
that's what happens.
There's no bronies.
See, no. Earthraiser though is the newest Kickstarter by Patrick Bamovian. He's the world strong German champion or something of like he's a world strongman, and he is doing it. It's actually a vegan comic book, but instead of going after veganism, it's not about diet or anything. The main character is he's like a military guy that he thinks he's going in for an experiment. He's one of the only ones that survives the experiment, of course. And instead he and when he comes out, he feels like the suffering around him. So
he's not super empath.
Yeah, like
gotcha.
On super steroids. Empath, yeah. And
I'm
so
gonna have to check it out.
It looks badass.
There's a
wow. That's badass.
If you do a lot of comic books, how are you with D&D?
I suck at D&D.
Like you suck as in you dislike it, or you suck as in you don't know how to play?
Both.
Oh, all right.
If it's Star Trek, if it's Star Trek D&D, it's fine.
Then that's fine. I'd rock that. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would love to play. I just don't have the time to do it.
Oh, I hear that.
Because between
I can empathize with
they-
that.
I just spent half of my. I was on holiday this week, and I spent over half my holiday reading up, studying, and writing Dungeons and Dragons lore.
Look,
I don't have that kind of time.
Hang on, they do have.
Why? That's why I did it on my holiday.
They do have.
I've been playing D&D in a Star Trek way for the last couple of months, and it's awesome. But I don't really care about the dragons. I want it to be Star Trek D&D.
So let me ask you this. Hang on, because I know they have Star Trek D&D. So hang on. So Undoomed. I'm gonna guess. Your own character is a Star Trek character that spends his entire campaign bitching how bad Picard is as a series, right?
No. He's the bad guy.
Look, I only watched goddamn Picard because of Undoomed, because Undoomed was bitching about it for like 4 hours and I fucking hang out one day. And I'm like, okay, I've got to see this, and it wasn't that bad. I mean, granted, some of your criticisms.
Steve, fuck you.
It wasn't that bad.
I suffered through that entire series because people who are my viewers wanted me to give my opinion on it. So rather than take the torture alone, I made those motherfuckers watch it with me in my Discord server.
I didn't think it was that bad. But anyways, I did think it was odd. Undoomed had mentioned the whole thing about how the multiple holograms. I thought that was kind of...
What's your favorite Kevin Bacon movie, and why is it Tremors?
Oh, that's not mine. Wow.
It's Footloose. Come on.
Yeah,
it's Tremors.
Fuck you.
It's definitely Tremors.
You're dirty. You're dirty.
No, it's the one where the people are buried in the house, under the house.
So real quick, I put Comic Nut's link to his YouTube channel in the video description, but I just put it in the live chat too. So everybody take 3 seconds of your fucking time to go subscribe to the dude. You know.
Yeah, Steve, go do your thing.
My army of darkness, my cult following that I don't have.
Steve's army, quick, go do your thing.
They never listen to me.
Steve about random shit.
Yeah, they never do.
I was actually gonna do this stream dressed as a samurai with the samurai mask, so nobody saw who I was, but it didn't work out because I knew he was gonna tell people about the channel. So
yeah, by the way, dude, I'm telling you right now, me asking people to go sub to you, you're probably gonna drop about 10% in your sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have no idea, right?
Yeah. He's gonna get a boost in viewers, but it's not gonna be from people who actually follow Steve. Right. It's gonna be from a bunch of trolly assholes.
You're gonna get trolled, dude.
Yeah,
you're just gonna get trolled.
I talked to him last night. He was like, bring it on. He's like, I don't care. Real quick, I don't care. Hang on, I am Moon for $10. Hang on, I am Moon $10. Heart, yellow heart, green heart, blue heart, purple heart, orange heart, red heart. Chester's back.
Nice.
What does that even mean?
It's me. Yeah, boy.
So I have a question as a creator. On the join button, when does that appear? Does it appear at 10,000?
No.
It's two things now.
No.
It's like completely. I don't think it has anything to do with sub.
Yeah, it's completely arbitrary.
It is.
The show's got it around 1K, and I have it, and I'm at around 4K. So I can't really.
It's just when they just can't stand it anymore. That's when you get it. I got it at around 250,000 subs.
What the hell? I got a buddy of mine who just got it at 1,500 subs.
I know. It's just one of the, I guess we can't deny this anymore. Jesus Christ! You have 200. You have a quarter of a million. Jesus Christ! We just have to give it to you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's completely.
I have no idea what it means, but I just got it like a couple of months ago.
It's arbitrary.
I got it just after I got monetized, and I have under 2K subscribers.
Right. It's crazy. I just got it recently.
I think I know what it is. Well,
okay.
I think there is something to it that actually does trigger it. Those of us who have gotten it relatively quickly with a low sub count, like me, we do a lot of live streaming. The people who have gotten it later do a lot more of the produced content, because it was initially set up more for the gaming side of things to get their attention and everything. So YouTube, in their infinite wisdom and coding genius, hey, this person streams a lot, it must be gaming. so they don't have to go by these other stipulations for the join button.
All right, let me show myself real quick. So
I'm looking at the YouTube guidelines right now. I looked up membership requirements.
Okay.
And they must be like not radio buttons, but like optional check boxes, because the first one is your channel must have more than 30,000 subscribers.
Yeah, that's old. They rolled it out in a beta stage.
They also haven't updated their. So if you go and look up like things like monetization and stuff, if you don't look at it through the studio, it gives you like old information.
Can you guys?
So I have to look at it through the studio.
Testing 1 2 3.
Yes, be your best bet.
How does one get to this? Because
Okay, so if you go to monetize, if you're on the studio and you go to monetization on the left-hand side, it gives you super chats, it gives you
video advertising.
Yeah, and one of them is memberships.
Can you
so
guys
if you
hear
click
me?
memberships, it'll have the see more option, and then it'll be like apply for membership if it's like thinks that you can or cannot.
Okay, I don't think the internal can hear me. Can the outside hear me?
Which
we can hear you.
I don't think you can.
I don't have that at all. It says mine says monetization,
No, I gotta fix
video
my shit.
advertising, super chats, and on the bottom it says agreements, leave your.
So it's not available for
I gotta
you
figure
yet.
out why. I gotta figure out why
yeah.
nobody can hear me, or at least some people can hear
Everybody's
me.
voice sounds good except Steve's
Yeah,
low
yeah.
and Doom's are loud.
So hang on, let me fix my shit.
It's like anytime anybody talks, Steve's mic just cuts completely
What I'm gonna do
out.
is this.
Yeah, it's because we don't practice it.
I'm gonna.
So my mic is low.
Your mic is high.
No,
All right.
You're
So what I'm gonna do is
loud.
I'm gonna equal up.
Steve is
Yeah, I'm gonna equal this out a little bit
I'm trying
more.
to fix it in the chat.
No, I could do it. I can do it here. I'm gonna increase my preamp here a little bit.
going on?
I'm gonna lower you guys, and let me know if the outside chat if that's actually better. You guys won't notice
It's
it.
better.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
outside
else sounds
chat
good,
said
just
you
lower
didn't
it
have
down
any
just now.
problem. It's only internal that there's any issue.
Yeah, it's because there's so many people in here. But okay, so what I was saying was that
I'm gonna have to leave in a minute or two anyway. So
it's the Canadian
I'll get out of here.
connections. Canadian connections. Shit. But they were rolling it. They were rolling them out in a beta stage, and then they were just doing it arbitrarily as who got the join button, right? But let me show myself real quick. If you want it, for everybody's listening, if you want to become a member, this is how you do it. It's not that hard. All you do is hit the join button. It's a little button that says next to edit video. No, well, mine it says edit video. I guess you guys is subscribe. And you get a little green name like original Nielsen, and you get a little sticker, and you don't have to worry about being slow mode, which I will kind of have to do at some points. But so if you want to be one of the cool kids and say that you are a member to the channel here, we appreciate it. I appreciate it. I love
can
you
I
all.
point out that Steve has like a super lame sticker, and if you do it over on my channel, you get a goblin face.
I do have a lame sticker, but that's because it's lame. That's the whole point.
Mine are emblems of the different branches of the services. So.
Well, if you hit mine,
specialist,
you get nothing.
You get nothing, but you get. You know what? But you get nothing, but you get all the nothing you want.
I'm actually working on upgrading that goblin face, so the longer you've been a member, you start getting like fancy earrings and like a jewel, multiple jewels in a crown, and like.
She really likes her emojis. Her stickers.
Hey, I work hard
Jared,
on
what
that
does it cost for specialist?
That's what I joined the channel for the emojis. Steve,
All right, so I'm going to put Undoomed's channel in the live chat too. Go. Everybody's probably already subbed to you, anyways, bitch. But whatever. I will show you out as well. He's actually. I'm not gonna lie. He's actually one of the few contenters I actually do watch. I mean,
what about me and AT2 and Kennedy?
Yeah.
I show you guys shit every time.
Cheshire is good.
Show your shit. Yes, I know Cheshire is good. She's my co-host. Of course she's good. Amzi beloved, welcome to beginner level. Thank you, Amzi. Appreciate it.
AMZ.
Cheshire, show your art. And by the way, we're not even near the end. People usually do that near the end.
Not your MS Paint art.
Yeah, not the paint art.
Oh.
The homoerotic stuff that we were talking about.
Not the 7 circles of doom.
Literally.
7 circles of doom. Do you want me to pull something up for people to see, like right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna mute for a moment. You guys-
Damn, Undoom, what have you been drinking tonight? You sound like you've had a really good day today. Undoomed. What have you been drinking today?
That was
sorry. What?
What have you been drinking today? You sound like you've had a really good day.
What?
Somebody
translate for me?
Today. You sound really happy. You're in your happy place. What helped you achieve that?
Of course.
It's Rum and Coke night. What are you drinking?
Jesus Christ.
Come on. Man.
And say it slowly.
Yeah, he's definitely in his happy place.
Mic when you do it.
Scotch. Hello.
Ooh, good choice.
Good.
What kind of scotch?
Oh, I will never do. By the way, I will never do never shit.
Dull Winnie.
Joey D in the chat says that Steve's gonna do a only members, but
Never.
I was the one that was contemplating doing an only members. I was gonna have my black belt on and nothing else.
Ooh. Well, that might be worth it. That's okay. So, yeah,
That's an OnlyFans thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
that's an OnlyFans. Yeah, I think you got confused. Not members only, just only.
What's below it, right?
And by the way, I don't judge. Yeah, dude, work your game, man. Work your game.
Yeah. We don't kink shame here.
Hell no.
Yeah, and so and BX Beast Boy said I should wear a bow tie while I do that as well.
I tossed something to him. By the way, I invited him tonight if he wanted his input, but he didn't respond to me.
Good idea.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got BX to respond. That's
No,
good.
I did no. BX has responded before, but he didn't respond to my invite tonight. But I thought Comic Con.
I did send it to him. I asked him, but he told me that tonight they were going to be going out as a family, and he just couldn't do it tonight.
Yeah, Macomb for $2 says, "Chesh, bust out that gay Twilight fanfic art."
Yes.
Wait, isn't that kind of redundant? Wait, isn't all Twilight fanfic gay?
No.
No.
I want to see that.
I don't remember the series very well. I know they all sparkled. That's pretty gay.
Okay,
sorry,
a lot of
Undoomed.
this stuff
Democracy
is,
just kicked in.
Right?
Some of this stuff is actually like only available on Patreon. Some of the stuff is a little bit older, and I'm just gonna click through what happens to be in this folder. Okay, so.
Oh Lord, here we go.
So what you're getting here.
In other
Be
words,
prepared.
Steve, be ready to turn
Yeah,
off.
wait a minute.
the
I had a little issue here because last time, last time she did this, she sold 2 circles, and YouTube demonetized it because they thought it was boobs.
7. It was 7 circles.
This is gonna get demonetized no matter what you do.
You know what's funny? You're not even joking.
You ain't making.
You're not even fucking joking. That's the sad part.
I'm gonna make sure. Dick, pussy, pussy, dick, dick. There we go.
And it wasn't me this time. Yes.
That sounds like vegan's usual Saturday night.
I'm glad I'm not the only one calling it Covfefe.
I love you, vegan.
Yeah. Are you drinking Corona?
I'm gonna get all
the angry goblin.
That's funny. That's cool looking.
Small.
Who draws? Do you draw these?
This is one of my favorite. I love the Stargate, the Andromeda and the Stargate ones.
Oh my God!
This is why she is working on the cover of my book, because she is amazing.
I need an art for my new channel.
Holy shit! Who does this?
It's all Chesh.
She's Chesh. Cheshire. She's an angel.
Get some effing culture, yeah.
I need
what? This is you?
What, you think I just have it for looks only? What the hell's wrong with you? How superficial is that?
Oh my!
I have never
y'all,
been in
go
a
to her
chat.
Patreon and support her.
Holy! You've never tagged me into your art.
I have never seen a meet
That's her
full of people
channel.
going, wait, Chesh does art?
Right?
Right? It's called art.
Who knew? Oh wait, everybody.
I mean, people would love to see this shit.
Well, that's why we promote
She
her.
didn't look pretty. Like, I didn't know if she did.
Let your people know that she does commissions.
Yep.
Okay, maybe not that one. Maybe not that one.
That's
I
a
need
sticker,
art
right?
for my new channel, so I'm definitely gonna hit you up. I have something specific in mind, which is kind of funny, but you do very good work.
Oh, she works on commission.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, yeah. You won't pay. You won't pay.
Get her the views, right? Pay her views.
Yeah, pay her views.
The one thing I found.
Pay your creator.
Yeah, you're gonna pay one way or another.
I'll put it on Eternal Loop. I'll put one video on Eternal Loop. How about that?
Holy fuck! This is good stuff.
Yeah, it is. Wow. That's nice, man.
Oh, there's another one of the comics I like, the pancake one. I love it.
So Goblin's on a like barely.
Yeah, it's just these robots all of a sudden.
Yeah, check out their Instagram. There's a whole bunch of cool shit there.
Yeah.
Oh, puck.
No. He's an emoji on the channel, if you remember.
Oh, that looks like my dog. Oh my god.
Where's the League of Legends champions?
That's
I can pull something out of that.
There was, what was that? I mean, there was something.
I know who that
For
is.
the meme.
That's the newest emoji on the channel.
Holy shit.
That looks good.
Go back to sweets. Go back to sweets. Go back to sweets. Can you send me that one DM, please? I'm not. Don't ask questions. Just do it.
Only if you can't touch yourself if you do that.
Well, that's not what she told me. Now you're setting arbitrary rules here. I don't like this at all.
Exactly. I was just gonna say you can always do yourself.
If you'd like, I can show you guys something that's in progress.
I'm down for that.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's gonna take a
And while you pull that up, I
Show
just
me
want to
your
read
art.
Joey D's comment where he said Cheshire Vic is a 95% better artist than Kyle.
Savage. Savage mode
She's a
engaged.
better artist in perpetuity.
Joey, what did you know that not talking about toxic
asked
creators?
me to work on art for thumbnails, so I'm curious if he actually charged you to charge him for the art that I did.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, we're getting
wait.
into drama territory, though.
Who's this girl? Kyle?
You got this what about Mary haircut? The, like
Yeah.
sides? Yeah.
What are you talking about?
All right, hang on, real quick.
All right, we could wait. For 2 minutes, we can
I thought we
diverge.
weren't talking about toxic creators tonight.
Yeah, we're not. But you know what? We can make a little bit of an exception for a second for Cheshire to explain this because she's doing it for her art. But then we'll move on. So Cheshire, take the floor. Explain for 2 minutes because Undoomed does know he's just not putting two together.
He deserves the explanation.
Yes.
Yo.
Go, Chesh.
Do you want me to TLDR it?
I
Yeah.
just think he's toxic, but no longer a creator.
Yeah, when Non Sequitur was still running, Kyle asked me to do some art that essentially that ended up getting used for thumbnails and some stuff for thumbnails. So when the case was going on and he gave the books, what he listed was a charges to himself from Non Sequitur to make all of these thumbnails, and he charged something like $1,000 per thumbnail or something. So I'm wondering if he's charging for the thumbnails that I made in that list that is actually charging Non Sequitur to himself.
Yeah, because you know Undoomed. You know every content creator charges people $1,000 to make a thumbnail. You know that's common, right?
Yeah, that's standard.
Every business owner pays himself like a subcontractor. Also.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I am so far in that.
In the other business partner, you know.
I do
Of
a K1
course.
drawer. I do a K1 drawer is how I pay myself. It's a little different, a little more complicated, but I get to dip my finger in as I need it a little bit better, a little more.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
your
but you don't
business. So
dip into
you're the
negative.
only one who
Yeah,
can
just don't
make
dip
the
into
decision.
mine. Don't stick your finger. Don't stick your finger in mine, man. That's what I was just saying. I got an issue with that, man.
No, if my company went into the negative, I would be in jail because we're not.
Macabre says for $2, Drunk Undoomed reminds me of Jim Ass from old DP. That must be before my time. He says Drunk Undoomed reminds me of Jim Ass from old DP. I don't know much about old DP. I used to watch a little bit of old DP. I mean, in fact, I'll be on Drunken Peasants again on September 15th, I think Ben told me. So in a couple weeks, because I'm usually on DP like once or twice a month.
I'm not sure what you're saying here.
Drunken Peasants. You think you're the only content creator on YouTube?
It's a red dragon. It's the red dragon.
You've been you've been on Drunken Peasants, I thought.
It's a
That's the name
paladin
of the casino
dropping out of
from
the sky to murder
Rush Hour
a
two.
Wait, hang on. Undoomed, how
I'm
much you?
dropping out, guys.
Undoomed.
Lay on
All right,
hands,
later,
Callie.
buddy.
Hi, Jared.
Undoomed, how much you been on Drunken
Later.
Peasants?
Take care.
Undoomed.
Oh, Undoomed. By the way, I was the one that was messaging you on Twitter about the Star Trek talk show, the sci-fi talk show.
Yeah. It was just too early.
Yeah. No, and that's where I'm thinking of adjusting the time again. Also,
Is that genre?
scheduling complex back screen on the backside have been fun to deal with. So,
Undoomed, have you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, you shouldn't schedule your stuff around me because I'm an insomniac and, you know, you never know when I'm up.
I want to know, Undoomed, have you finally been on Drunken Peasants? I don't remember. I thought you were.
Sorry?
Were you ever on Drunken
what?
Peasants?
Well, no, I've been on. I've talked to the Amazing Atheist, but not.
But you were never on
Drunken
DP.
Peasants.
Okay.
anyways, good night, all.
Good night. Do you want to be on? Do you want to be on DP? By the way, that's on, not have.
I have a very odd and just out of the wall question. How many, for each and single one of you guys, how many people are you subscribed to? What's like the total number of you? Is it because I know a lot of content creators keep it small, but I follow like everybody I run across.
Yeah, here's my thing on that. On Twitter I subscribe to a lot of people. Right?
For Kyle.
Yeah.
On as far as like the subscriptions, I can go through right now. I'll tell you. Okay, like I just got a notification for Pimp Monk, right? I got a notification for Drunken Peasants. I got a notification for Little Red. I got a notification from Sherelle. I got a notification for EIE Network. I got a notification from Dapper Dino, BX Beastie Boy Live, Sit Down with the Debunkers, Democracy of the Dead, which is a great philosophical program. 82 Productions is now live. Faye the Most Gracious. So yeah, these are all just like today. So I mean, I subscribe to a lot, but you know, I watch what I want to watch. I mean, if I see something that looks interesting.
I like these little mushrooms.
If you hit the bullet menu next to YouTube, like the YouTube logo,
it'll tell you.
I've got about 112 subscriptions.
I have 661. Is that a lot?
Yeah.
Wait,
where do you find that number?
185.
Where do you find that number?
I've subscribed to 661 different.
I'm looking on my phone. I don't see
where
it.
do you find that number?
Just 5 more, man. Just 5 more.
I actually do the opposite. I tend to not follow people that I'm in contact with regularly because they tell me what they're working on. And because there's always so much going on in the community, the channel that I actually use on a regular basis is subscribe to stuff more that I'm interested outside of the community.
Where do you find that number again?
Yeah.
So I went to library, and if you hit library on the left hand side, on the right hand side it'll show your logo and it'll show subscriptions, uploads, and likes.
Yeah, I have 45.
I'm looking on my phone. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't.
I think you got to do it on the computer. That's where I'm at.
I'm on a computer, but I'm not seeing it. So.
Then I
had like 200, but then I couldn't keep track, so then I deleted it.
Yeah, that was you and not 199 sock accounts though.
Yeah, no, I that's why I was looking at my numbers just now, 661.
Oh, library.
And I probably
okay.
watch like 20 of them.
I see.
Right.
I got it.
So I went down to 40. Yeah. Like I was like.
Yeah, I have 500.
I got 600. Hang on. I got 618.
Yeah.
Hang on. I've got 618 subscriptions, 129 uploads, and 4,533 likes.
I got 580 likes.
So the reason why I follow.
You guys can't talk over each other. It's just killing me here. Pick one and go. Cheshire, go. And then Vegan.
Shut up, Steve.
Quit talking over her, Steve. No.
I'm the man here, okay? She's not a real woman. I can do this.
Oh.
Well, that's what they said. That's what I don't believe that, but they told me this.
If I'm not a real woman, does that then also make me a man? Meaning you can't tell me what to do?
You're female, but not a woman, apparently.
Checks her cervix.
Is this the cervix question?
Yes.
Is that the one?
Exactly. She was confused about that, as most people. Because she has from what I understand, she has a cervix, but they keep telling her she's not a woman, so we don't know what that means.
DK's talk.
What? Say that again.
Go. What's up?
Yeah.
Why are you typing in the chat, not talking? You said you're not gonna get a word in. Get a word in.
Yeah. No. I was just saying I'm not gonna get a word in if I'm just gonna say I'm out for the night.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to interrupt the conversation just for that.
Kev, we love you.
Kennedy goes.
I didn't even know you were here.
Can you tell me who this is or what this is?
Oh, it's so cute.
Let's see if Dead Kennedy knows who it is.
No one can. No one can.
It's Ken Hamster.
I was about to say, did the banana give it away or what?
That's pretty good.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's hysterical.
Look at his little hands.
Oh my god.
You should put a flood in the background. You should make it flood from the water bottle.
Oh my god.
Please do.
Make it flood in his cage. And then they'll have hydrologic sorting in the background. There you go.
This one, so I watch a channel that goes by Ross Boomsocks that does League of Legends videos, and so one of his favorite characters at the time was Pantheon. So I did Pantheon, and the sheen in his shield is a middle finger.
Oh yes, I see it. Yeah,
I love Ross Boomsocks. Like when I was playing League years ago, I made this this little meme about it was basically just a Ross Boomsocks GIF. And it was just him dancing to like some stupid techno-y dub stuff. And he commented on it, and he loved it, which was great. That was so cool to have him.
He's such a good
video.
sport.
He's awesome.
He's such a good sport.
His voice is great. I like his voice.
He's a funny guy.
That accent's dope.
Have you seen that there's a Scottish champion out now? And so now he's like, he's all excited because there's a Scottish champion.
Yeah. Is it Lilia or like what? I
think it's Lilia. There's another Jana one. Somebody asked for League of Legends art. So I based this. Jana. I based her off of a melting candle.
Yeah. He's pretty.
But yeah, I got a lot of art.
No, I'm just catching up.
My favorite champion was always Blitzcrank. Love Blitzcrank.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He's annoying.
Also, Braum, because Braum is strong.
Braum is here. Stand behind Braum.
Yeah.
My this actually hasn't been updated in a while. I haven't put anything new on here in a while. This is my sister's cat. You guys would have seen Goji actually when I was house sitting for her. This is Goji as a kitten.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm actually
I remember that.
Blowing up on text messages right now because I'm late for Clash practice.
Oh no!
Oh gosh!
Speaking of when we were talking about Laura Bailey, Vex.
Those are all really
Vex
good.
person.
That's for Con.
Rackin'.
Yeah, Rackin'.
Yeah, sassy bitch. I did a Talon one too. It's hard to tell it's Talon though. It's kind of just a standard.
Comic Cut, I'm trying to get your numbers to move up here. Nobody wants to sub to you yet. What's up with everybody? Nobody's like listening to me.
I'm already subbed.
Sub
I
again.
subbed to him when I did the first thing on Without a Crystal Ball.
You can sub multiple times. I don't know how it works.
Somebody asked me to do Orin, but he's Christmas themed.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
He's got candy cane horns. And his anvil is a big present.
I went like 13-2 as a Warren top the other day.
Orin's broken. We're a little bit off topic though.
Yeah, we are.
Is there anything you guys want to see?
So the only thing.
Well, yeah, but the ones we want to see, I can't put it public. I can't have live streamed.
Zyricon. Not.
I really like the Zubat.
The zoo. Oh my god! Somebody told me I needed to do my own favorite Pokemon, so I drew my own favorite Pokemon, and I was like, I don't want to post this as a video because I feel like people are just going to be disappointed in me.
Oh, it looks good. I think it looks good.
It's cute. It's cute.
Ugh, I love Zubat. I've always wanted to make a Pokemon team that is, if I were a gym trainer, right? And if I was like either a gym trainer or somebody who ran the gym. And I always wanted to do 3 Zubat, 2 Golbat, and a Crobat, and they all have Toxic Spike. They all have Toxic. They all have like Supersonic still. So they basically you get poisoned and then you get confused and then they fly and that's it. And they just kill you with poison.
You know, it's awesome that Zubat's your favorite Pokemon. Mine is Crobat because Crobat was the first Pokemon I got to level 100.
With happiness.
I don't even fucking remember. I don't know. It was
You have to evolve for Golbat to turn into Crobat. You have to evolve with.
Well, then yes, it was that. But it was really nice. I love Crobat.
This one I actually did on a live stream when I used to be on Twitch, and this one actually exists as a video. But the whole time I was thinking about trying to do this, I was thinking of what an egg looks like when you crack it before it cooks.
Nice.
Is that his orgasm sound?
Yeah.
I'm not judging. I'm just curious. It's really actually just pure curiosity.
That's awesome.
Let me know if I'm boring you.
No.
This is probably one of my better ones.
Oh, nice.
The whole thing is painted.
Ah.
Is that from like a D&D? When those I've seen videos where they do that like D&D stuff and they act it out in videos. Is that what that's from?
This is Critical Role, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Critical Role. That's
it's
what.
also
Yeah.
a JoJo. It's also a JoJo's reference. They got stands. I'm sure there's like 3 people in the chat that'll get that joke.
I definitely get it.
Yeah, probably.
it's an anime joke.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm ruining everything.
Like on that topic, has anyone seen Twitter today? No.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
That'll get shit going.
I've asked.
Why don't you dare start on
I've asked.
I spent most of my afternoon trying to catch up from being gone for like a week and a couple of days.
Oh, you can't.
You can't. No, you just call it the lost week. You can't ever catch up on Twitter. It's not
Don't
possible.
underestimate me.
But I asked what the next controversy of the week will be. You think? I want to see if people can have any predictive abilities because.
Read those comments from it.
I haven't looked yet. Is there any comments under that?
That's hot.
Yeah.
Because everything I saw some, but they were not. Nobody ever actually told me what they thought the controversy would be. At least not a legit one. You know, there were some comical ones, but.
One of the stories that they had for League of Legends was Gangplank blowing up Miss Fortune's ship. So that's Miss Fortune falling in, and then she gets grabbed by tentacles. So they're Alawi tentacles. And so I had Nami come in and save her ass because they never explained how she survived.
Right.
Love it. Nice. See, everybody needs some closure.
That's right.
Jesh provides that closure.
You need a Singe running through the background.
In underwater.
Right.
Pool party.
Or Nautilus is at the bottom, of course.
Pino! So this guy, no, go back. I want Pino back. Come back, Pino. Oh god, I've gone too far. So these bigger mushrooms, I drew off of, or I painted off of one that I had already designed that got named by live chat, and they named him Pino, and this is Pino.
Oh, he's cute.
That's cute.
He's so happy. He's got like the grossest toes ever.
I'm still okay with it though, because he's so cute.
He's got toe fungus.
His fungus has toe fungus.
His fungus has fungus.
This one was fun to draw.
Is Steve tipsy yet? Ask Willie Mays fans. Steve ain't tipsy. He's just mad.
He's a grumpy.
What? No, I'm catching up on things. I mean, I'll let you guys do your thing while I do my thing, if you so to speak. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
If anybody wants to
get that picture,
this chat is way too uncontrolled for him.
if anybody wants to see any that I'm skimming past and want me to make it bigger, just let me know.
Yeah, all those sexy chicks. Jesus.
I got a couple of those.
Can you do something homoerotic involving me and Undoomed? Because that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll sit here and watch it while you draw it.
Yeah, we can do that. I do.
Well, that would be
do
that. You know what? I don't mind that on his channel, but do it on her channel so she can like
Oh,
get
there's a
views out
Rocket
of it.
Brothers.
Yeah,
I like
Patreon
that one.
or something. I don't know. That'd be something good for your channel, Jeshar.
Team Rocket.
Do it in real time.
I think this is probably the greatest. This is probably the greatest picture I will ever paint in my entire life. It's Danny DeVito as Detective Pikachu.
I love it. That's
What the hell? What?
amazing.
What? What is this?
Oh, wow.
What is this?
Danny DeVito as Detective Pikachu.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
You broke him. You literally broke him.
Was that a Todd McFarlane Spawn?
I have no idea what this is.
I can see if I can pull up the Carrie Elways one.
This is not what Undoomed planned for. Okay, just saying.
I also painted like my
What
own.
did Undoomed plan for then?
Like,
I don't know. I thought
painted that.
actually he said he was going to stream tonight. I don't know what happened with that. You decided not to stream?
I don't think I heard you.
I want one, Chesh. I want one.
What do you want?
I want me. I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
Undoomed.
Uh-huh.
I'm a narcissist.
Weren't you supposed to stream tonight?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did? How long was your stream?
About an hour.
Oh,
Why?
Because I don't.
What topic did you go over?
Just bullshit.
Oh, was this on an alt channel of yours?
Well, that's pretty much all of your.
Well, hang on. Was this on
content,
an
but-
alt channel?
Oh,
No. It wasn't my channel.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, dude, I'm looking at your stream, going, I don't see anything. Am I fucking getting confused here? Why you gotta fuck with me, man?
No. It's just some guy who wanted me on his channel. I was like,
I said
alright.
you streaming, not you. Okay, so there's confusing in terminology here. I thought you were going to stream, not somebody else streaming.
Yes, I was going to stream, but not on my channel.
Oh, and then you're not streaming. Somebody else is streaming, and you're just going along for the ride.
Yeah. All right. You're gonna be a fucking asshole
exactly.
like that.
Yes, I am, bitch.
Okay, that's like my story. Story of my life.
I was just really confused, and I don't like feeling confused. It's not a good place to be, you know.
Yeah, it is.
I just couldn't show up till that was done.
Hey, so I think that the next, I've been sitting here contemplating what the next big thing is going to be, the next big issue.
Yes, please
from
tell
like
us.
20 minutes, that 20-minute question that you, from 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I think somebody's going to plant those seeds that they've been getting from China, and we're going to see that those invasive plants are going to be fucking all over the place. And that's going to be the next big thing.
Invasive plants from China?
Oh my god. Oh, I hope they look like those things in Men in Black.
Do you
The Men in Black.
It's not the hordes. It's going to be the talking plant from.
So you think so
it's going to be Seymour. From
See, I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna say TikTok, right? I mean, do you guys, I was thinking the next great thing, the next controversy would be Trump trying to ban TikTok, and TikTok especially having malware and spyware in it. That's a controversial thing. But is there something?
I touched on that last week, I think it was. Let me look at when the video was uploaded. But I did touch on that subject already, and I was right. Go figure.
Well, I mean, I think TikTok probably does have spyware. I just don't think.
I think they do too.
Yeah, I just don't know if Trump has the power to say, look, we're going to ban this from the United States. And again, sorry, Undoomed. I think he's just butthurt. And I'm not a Trump supporter. Where the hell do you get that from?
What do you think? I'm a Trump supporter?
No.
What the fuck?
No, that's like saying you're a social justice warrior. No.
So I uploaded a video.
Oh, I'm a social justice warrior. Okay, all right. Yeah. Yes, I am. I admit it. I'm a fucking social justice
all this
warrior.
time, I knew it. He was all for that other side.
Oh yeah. Damn it! You found me out.
I'm good at this shit.
I gotta take off now.
All right.
See you guys
Good
later.
night.
Bye, Shish.
Bye soon. Take care.
I actually uploaded a video on that subject on July 22nd is what I'm looking at. And it's the end of TikTok as a title. And then on top of that, I also touched on who's going to be picking up the vacuum, who's going to be the one that is picking up the pieces, because Facebook is going to be trying to do something similar. They actually made an app, I think it's called Loom or something like that. And then Instagram is also doing a 60-second like TikTok wannabe type of app. But it's on there. It's a pretty good.
So you really think that
video.
you think Trump has the empowerment to do it?
Huh?
I mean, he claims to have the empowerment to do it. Do you think he will and can legally?
I think he can, because if he can prove that it is against
American interest.
American interest. Not only American interest, but it's also something that can harm us in a severe way. Then I think he can pull it out. And I never really agree with Trump.
Why is that the
never agree with
president's
him.
decision? Shouldn't that be more of a State Department kind of thing?
Well, it should be a State Department thing, but if he can throw an executive order, he can get rid of it. I never agree with Trump, but on this one, I do think that I do agree with him on this
because
one subject.
because a bunch of Gen Zers are making videos mocking him. But here's the thing.
let's just say hypothetically that China is getting everyone's information based off of the information they're receiving, they can.
And they are.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt that. I think there's reasons to believe that they are getting information from the software.
Well, they can do psychological
manipulation.
No, not manipulation. Where
profiling.
Profiles, yes, they could do psychological profiles on millions of individuals. And if I know how a mass of individuals work and how they think, I can better attack them.
But here's the problem with that. That would backfire, I mean, completely. I mean, if they want, look at Coral. They got her profile. How's that going to help them? That would devastate their country.
I, on purpose, will try to do the one thing that'll be like, what? You think I'm going to do this? I'm going to go right. I'm gonna go left.
Okay, we got a sweet. We got a super chat.
We
got a we got a wild sweet heathen in the live chat. She says for $10, sweet heathen. She says, "I'm beat and bummed I can't join, but looking forward to catching up tomorrow. So much love to all on screen and in chat. Love, happy face, hugs. Keep being awesome. Good night. Everybody say good night to Sweet.
Good night, Sweet.
Undoomed, say good night to Sweet for me,
good
please.
Nice, Sweet.
I think Undoomed has a special thing for Sweet, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Of course he does.
Yeah, but like I said, I do definitively think that it's something that's can be pushed out, can be done with.
And see, my thing with the malware, them paying attention to your data and stuff wasn't what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking about the psychological profiles. My thought was the fact that they're really big on trademark infringement and copyright stealing and all of that stuff.
Well, Trump has interest in those things too.
That hits a lot of people really hard. Like I know I'm a writer, so we have certain companies that go in and just steal our shit, and it's harder because you could slap them with a DCMA, you can slap them with a cease and desist, and it'll still take them months to take it down if they ever take it down.
Yeah, there's no question that I would say, TikTok, people can rip people off and stuff like that. But here's the thing: do you think that when they developed the software for TikTok, the Chinese government had in mind they were going to be using it to gather data on Americans for nefarious purposes?
Yes, of course, of course.
Really possible.
And I agree. And I think it probably was too.
And not only Americans, but also their own citizens.
Yes.
Well, I was thinking it was more along the lines of their company.
That is
their own citizens.
true.
If you can get onto the phones of the businessmen and the entrepreneurs and steal their
we've reverse engineered the code.
Like
we know in the code there's some shady shit, right?
Of course, there's shady shit in there, and there's tons of back doors as well.
Yeah.
No one can tell me that there's not a backdoor in there where they can actually go individually into each phone and nitpick whatever it is.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm not an expert in that topic, but this is what these things I've been hearing.
That's why the app wants all these fucking permissions.
Right.
Yes, exactly. So, with that being said, them being able to build psychological profiles with everybody that has it on the planet. Man, that is some world that's some Pinky in the Brain shit.
And worse. I mean, in theory, they actually could access data on your phone that they normally wouldn't, have privy to. They shouldn't be. They should be ability to do so. But I bet they actually could. I bet if you have TikTok on your phone, because Undoomed hit the nail on the head. These apps ask for permissions. And when you give them, you don't even know what the hell they're doing half the time when you give them permissions.
And most people don't care.
Right.
They just give it.
It's like when's the last time you read a EULA agreement?
How many of you guys read disclaimers?
Yeah, exactly.
Depends on what it is. It depends on what it is. Like for me,
on an app, you just run through it and hit yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
It really does depend on what it is. Like when I first start uploading my writings online and stuff like that, you better believe my ass scoured that and had a lawyer look at it.
You're one of the far and few between. You know what I mean?
Yes, that is not normal. That's not normal.
No, it's not the normal person. Like when I just downloaded that. What is that new app? That's
Coral not being normal. That's pretty much normal for Coral.
I just downloaded Periscope for the first time ever, and it asked me for permissions, and it also asked me for a disclaimer. I just ran through it, hit yes, and that's the norm of the mindset to put trust into these big companies that we shouldn't be putting trust into because they're fucking us in the ass with no lube.
They are. They
and
are.
enjoying it.
Yeah, and there's
yes.
So
Jesus Christ, these assholes are fucking us in the ass.
And I know it sounds like some conspiracy shit.
I don't know. Conspiracy. Did you see Coral smile on that? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's not a conspiracy theory. Jesus Christ.
So again, I never agree with our president on a 99.9% of the things I don't agree with him on, but this is that 0.01 where I'm like,
let me give you this is probably a whole different obviously topic, but it's whatever. We're chilling with having some drinks and kicking it. So I agree with you guys on this. That I think that yes, there's spyware on there, and there's it's shady shit, no question about that. But yes. Does the president by executive order can he stop an application? I mean, how does that work?
I think he can. Because right now, my belief is that we're in perpetual war. Congress has had us in perpetual war, and when a country's in war, the president has a lot more leeway to do things that he normally couldn't do in peacetime. And I think that this might be able to fall under that category.
And how would he implement? How would the implementation work?
He could do it in an executive order.
No, but how would they prevent people from it? They would just. How do you block an app? I don't know.
Well, you block an app by just doing IP blocks on a national level.
Themselves, so that the app can't connect to anything.
But here's the go around: a lot of people will just download a VPN and be able to go around it.
Yeah. It'd be super easy.
But it is super easy. But here's the thing. I would say half the population doesn't even know what the fuck a VPN is.
Yeah, no, I know what I definitely know what a VPN. Would a soft VPN work for that? Because Opera has a cheesy soft VPN that it's supposed to have.
Yeah, you can get.
Wait, you guys don't have a VPN?
No. Dude, we're not like you. I'm public on everything. Everybody knows everything there is to know about me.
Jesus Christ! All right. Yeah. Well, I never log into the internet without an VPN. Jesus Christ!
So I have a VPN for my VPN.
He's on Tor right now. You probably use Tor browser right now, right?
You can trace my VPN right now, and you will be just dizzy.
Yeah, that's the way I am. Yeah, I'll be like, and you'll think this dude is in the Congo, in the middle of the jungle, hanging out with.
Well, but to be fair, you've had some pretty fucking crazy people around your world. I mean, I can understand.
And they've tried to dox me. They've really tried, and I've tried to step up.
Yeah, there's nothing from me anybody could dox.
I mean, you have had a lot of controversial things on your channel, so it's kind of expected, right?
Yeah, of course.
Sure, but it's not that controversial.
That's what I think. I'm the same way. Like S.J. Thomason, she claims I'm the.
I mean, you tell me, but
I don't think it's controversial.
I've never been anyone to sort of support Trump or
anything. You point out stupid shit. What's controversial about that?
I don't know, but that's just the way it is. If you support Trump, you're gonna have to be killed or something.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I kind of see what he's saying, because the sentiment in society is so against Trump that if you are following him, you are either a racist, KKK. I'm not saying that's what you are. I'm just saying that's what people see.
That's what the perception is.
Right.
That's what
that's what they try to do.
But the thing is, But the thing is, I never voted for the guy.
But what they try to do is this.
So it's like everyone's going after me for like saying like, oh, you're saying these centrist things.
But I'm centrist.
What?
That's what I don't get.
Yeah, it's like some people might follow Trump just because he's a Republican candidate.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. A lot of people this works though.
And majority of people will do that because he's a Republican candidate. But I think so. The perception around is that if you're supporting Trump, then you're either racist or homophobic or blah blah blah.
But that's politics. That's what they do. What they do is this: they try to isolate people, and of course, my toxic fandom has done the same thing.
And then you shut the doors on.
I'm talking here. So when people try to isolate people, right? When they say, "Look, we don't want people to vote for Trump," so what we're going to do is we're going to say that anybody that it supports Trump is a racist, a bigot, a homophobe, whatever. These are ways to try to prevent people from voting for Trump. And by the way, I'm not a fan of Trump. I'm just saying this is something we see ubiquitous in YouTube, right? If you're a YouTube if you're a YouTube creator like Comic Nut or something like that, or myself, and you say something that somebody doesn't like, they're not going to address what you said is what they didn't like. They're going to say, look at this person, he's this, and they're going to try to label and try to smear his character.
Exactly.
Because that is how toxic fandoms work. That is how the toxic community works. They don't go after you. I never actually see anybody, and you've been around a hell of a long while. I mean, shit ton. I don't see many people going after you for what you say. I see people going after you merely because they want to go after you.
Right, but I guess that's probably like maybe 2 years ago. Then they used to love to go after.
Well,
me,
the elevator gate time and all that time was really prevalent.
I was going to say like a lot of the anti-feminism stuff from like 4 years ago. There's a lot of the
2 to 4 years ago was on the average. That was, but I think a lot of it's calmed down. I think a lot of the radical left.
Now there is, they don't care right now.
Yeah, they're in a lull. They're in a lull. They're in a low period.
Yeah. Well, I think that obviously everybody has moments of where they make assumptions and stuff like that. That's pretty common. And yes, sometimes people do try to put people in these little boxes and stuff like that, which is probably why I try so hard to break those boxes down. But
but it's to diminish them. It's literally to diminish them.
It's fucking amazing how they try to put me in a fucking box just because I may have disagreed with someone at some point at some time. I have to be some fucking Trump supporter.
God forbid you disagree with somebody on the internet, right?
All right. And my question would be though, what was the last thing that you changed your mind on?
That's a great question.
That is a great question.
Awesome.
That's easy for me, but I'll go. I just had it happen. I just had it happen. I changed. Chris Attlee changed my mind on over and under in real time.
It's my favorite question because I think that especially, and I'm not talking about stupid little shit. I'm talking about things that like completely change your worldview. And not the easy ones like, changing your religion or non-religion, but like really just something that fundamentally changed your outlook on things.
Okay, so I can answer that.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, so I was in the military, and I in the beginning of my service was just 100% my government could say and do nothing wrong. And once I retired, and after that I started to see politics for what they were, and I've changed my mind from thinking that they are all knowing and all perfect to what the fuck is going on. How about that? That's a big one.
Yeah, that would be a big one. That's a big change. I know when I was in the military as well, you do get kind of conditioned, but even when you're growing up, you say your Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, the Star Spangled Banner, there's a lot of indoctrination for this being a patriot and just doing your duty and blindly kind of following it. And so
it's the same back home in my country.
Well, I love my country. I don't want anybody who's watching to think that I don't. I would go to any country and fight.
It's about blindly following.
Of course.
And also, if I may add, it's about that some people start making the government synonymous with their country. When you are criticizing your government, people start taking offense as if you're being unpatriotic towards your country.
Okay.
Let me finish the thought. So the thing is that the government is there to serve the people. People make the country. So if you're criticizing the government, you are actually you're being patriotic by criticizing the government. Whether you're criticizing, if your facts are valid or not, or your criticism is valid or not, that's another thing. So it's very funny that how people do that, and it happens back in my country too, in India. If you say anything nowadays, it's like it's so bad. If you say anything against the government, first of all they start pointing out fingers at the previous government, and second they start calling you anti-national, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? like people stop using their brains for some reason. Gosh.
Right.
All right, then, Jim, what do you got?
Sorry.
What changed you? What did you change your mind on?
No, I was just going to say that. All right.
You used to be a far left liberal lefty snowflake radical purple hair
radical. You're radical fuckheads. No.
Damn it.
I cannot believe that I cannot exist in this society and be a centrist. It's unbelievably you can't.
Because people want polarization.
Everyone wants to destroy you.
Yes.
It's I guess that being a centrist makes you even more destroyable.
Yeah, because you get it from both sides, right? Because if you're not far left,
everyone wants to destroy you.
Yeah, because if you're not far left, the far left's not going to support you. If you're not far right, the far right evangelical crowd's not going to support you. So you're like you're like me. And this is I think one of the reasons why we actually do get along is that we think a lot alike. We both are in the centrist camp, and so we look at both.
Yes.
We look at both extrema and we go, "What the fuck's wrong with all of you people?"
Right, but the thing is, we don't want a centrist government, right?
Not really.
I mean,
no,
I don't.
I don't know what that would even mean to have a centrist government.
What would be wrong with a centrist government?
I don't know what it would mean. Look, there's a couple different things.
Because the centrist government would be Angela Merkel. That's a centrist government.
Okay, I got you. Yeah,
nothing would get done. It'd be very
all right,
boring.
Everyone understands. All right.
Yeah, Merkel. I know Merkel's. But
I don't think we should have a centrist government. I enjoy the competition between the two sides.
By the way, doesn't
I'm
have
a swing voter. I'm a swing voter. I will vote for whoever does the best job.
Yeah.
That's me.
Doesn't Merkel have a PhD in something? I thought she was like a
I had a
chemist
question
or
and I
something.
forgot it. Shit. Just that quick.
But what was the last thing you changed your mind on?
Yeah, there we go.
That was the question. Yeah, well, yeah, Undoomed didn't answer
Answer
it.
the question, buddy.
Come on.
He danced around it.
I know.
Tap dance. Go ahead. Work that magic.
Distracted, but I'm still very interested.
You just want to see him in tights.
Wait, are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy. That's easy because I used to be such a right winger, and when I got to YouTube, I got like more left, and I got into workers' rights.
Wait, just think about this. Wait. I'm sorry. Think about this. Doomed used to be far right and became more left. And look where he's ended up now, which is pretty still anti-left. But I can't imagine how far right you must have fucking been.
What are you
Jesus
talking? Are you mocking me?
A little, maybe. I don't know. Oh, God, right.
How would you guys feel if there was another party introduced that's not independent?
Like what, Greenpeace or something, or like?
No, I mean like
Libertarian,
Republican, Democrat,
Republican
Social Party of the United States or some crap like that. I don't know.
I don't know the problem, but the problem is the electoral college, and it's just very hard to have any kind of independent.
I Jesus Christ! I think that there is a lot of money that is going to all these fucking billionaires and all that, and I think that's crazy. All right, am I crazy for thinking that?
No, they own like the top 1% own like 99% of all the money in the United States.
Right. I don't think that's capitalism.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, not free market capitalism, at least. No.
Right.
No. I don't think that's okay.
I agree.
But we've never had true free market capitalism, just like we've never had a free democracy.
We've never had true freedom.
Yeah.
How about that one? Go a little step further. We've never had true freedom. We don't know what true freedom is. Because if I want to run down the street naked, I'm going to go to jail.
No, sure. Well, there's some cities you can. Portland, you can go to Portland. I guess Portland you can be naked, from what I understand. Not that I don't know why you would want to, but in Portland you can walk around naked.
Well, you know, but here's the thing, though. I might not want to, you know, everybody in the group might not want to, but there's an individual out there that does want to. You see what I'm saying? The vegan wants to, so why shouldn't she be able to?
I'm forced to wear clothes against my will.
What?
You know what I mean? So it's like, again, here's that question: are we truly free? Do you really feel as if you're free? Or do you feel like you have some sort of something that hinges you from being truly free?
Okay, I want to answer this one. I don't, because I'm going to take in the most broadest sense of the word free. No, I would feel free if I was, okay, now this would be my dream. I love the outdoors. I love cabins. I love fishing. That would be free. To live on my land, have a nice cabin, be able to go to the stream, fish.
No cabin in the woods.
Yes, love that shit. I live off the land, right? With nobody around. Nobody.
Right.
I don't have to answer to anybody. There's no rules, no regulations. It's my land, my property, my say, my domain. Fuck everybody else. That's freedom.
Mini country.
There is
So but here's the thing. I don't mean to cut you off, Vegan, but check this out. If you don't pay your taxes on that property that you have all the way in the mountains, somebody's going to come knocking at your door and take it away.
No, and I said nobody around, nobody. I don't owe anybody to anything. It's my land. Nobody else's.
I got you.
Yeah. That's free.
But you know,
Hey, guys.
all right.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just popping back in to say I got to run for practice because I'm like an hour.
All right, go
late,
do your
but,
thing.
Thanks for letting me hang out, and I
Hi,
appreciate
Todd.
it.
Hey, Ryan, have a good one, man.
Bye.
Fatal.
Powder Ryan.
So
it's the
yeah,
name.
the only thing that I was gonna say on that is, like the I know that it's almost like there's multiple American dreams, right? You have the white picket fence in the suburbs or whatever, and then there's the opposite, which is that kind of, you know, house in the woods, self-sustaining, you know, being able to kind of just be a sovereign citizen type. That like another
People
type
are
of stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is it ends up being like we don't have the ability to do like to completely say no, I'm not going to do any electricity, I'm not going to take any of the water from the government, because even though the government came in and stole the land, you can't steal it back. So as a people, we're still forced to pay taxes, and you have to still participate in the system. So you're always going to be forced to pay into this.
So what about the government receipt?
So what you're saying is that taxation is theft.
Yeah.
Well, keep us in line.
Right. I mean, there is a benefit of crowdfunding, as we know. But that's not what ends up happening, because how many times have they started a lottery to help pay for schools or streets, and we still got big ass fucking potholes in Chicago?
Yeah.
The lottery in North Carolina, the education lottery.
Yeah, I mean, they have them, but then the money doesn't go where it's supposed to go.
Absolutely. That's North Carolina, exactly what.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So that was a great question, because I again, like I said, freedom. What the fuck? We all talk about that word so much. We throw it around so freely. Damn it, just drop that. But no one really knows what the
He's
fuck.
dropping the mic already.
I know. No one knows what the fuck freedom really is, man. It's defined as you know, a certain thing in the dictionary, but to feel it, to actually feel it, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
we all belong to something, right? I mean, we all have to, you know, whether it be paying for electricity, food, rent, whatever. We all have some kind of obligations that limit our freedoms. And that's one of the things that we give up by living in a collective society. That's what I'm saying. If you want true freedom, you're going to have to find a place in the world where there's just you're by yourself. There's just nothing else around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I would love to do that. I don't know if anybody's seen Commando, old movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where he was living up in the tree. Even he was walking with the log, and the helicopter comes in and like, we need you to save the country. That's how the fuck I want to live, man. I want to be put locked up like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm gonna come and save my country. But
yeah, but there's only one problem with that.
Shoot, tell me.
All right. The problem is they had to get what's her fucking name?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Nick, can you narrow it down a little bit?
No, okay. I should have been better prepared for you to say that, but yes, there is a certain person who was in that movie that we don't want to talk about.
In the movie, I don't remember. Hold on, let me look it up.
I know. But I don't think I know what you're talking about. Are you thinking Charmed?
Yes.
Okay.
Charmed.
Okay.
Why did you want to talk about it? Did she hate you or you hate her?
I don't. Oh, I see her. I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I was kind of curious.
Okay.
Look, I think she's radical. I think she's
My childhood crush.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're
my
talking
God,
about?
Yes. We all love her.
Oh, that lady. Okay.
But what?
Everybody knows
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I know exactly
Wait.
Now got it.
Hang on.
Charmed.
Do you got dupe? I mean,
Okay.
do you got beef with her? Doomed?
Oh.
Or she got beef with you?
Of course not. Of course not.
Okay.
Does she know you? She might.
No, of course not.
You don't think
Jesus
so?
Christ.
I don't know.
So hey, I have another touchy subject.
We were gonna have her on as a guest because we had a mutual friend.
I'm gonna keep dropping touchy questions. So
I'm ready.
Yeah, this is a good one. Get ready.
Right.
How do you feel about the statues getting ripped down from all over the United States that represent an evil and dark past?
That makes me
okay.
Nobody leaves statue in honor, yeah.
All right, Brandon.
okay.
I didn't hear you. Can you say that again?
I was saying he was talking about like the Wobbly Lee statue getting torn down and all that shit.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about that? You know what I mean? I know there's no wrong answers, of course.
I don't know.
No, I think that's it doesn't matter. It depends on what kind of statue you're talking about.
So anything
the
that represented anything that represented that state of our country, where you know that those 400 and something years with slave owners and people that are being glorified that actually whipped and beat and raped, you know, black individuals that were slaved. Now I understand wanting to keep the history alive and wanting to keep because we learn from that. But
isn't
again,
that what the museums are for? I mean, really, how many people stop by the statues to learn history, or do they just go to get their take a picture with it?
Exactly.
I think the bigger picture. I think the bigger picture is this.
Museums for the same reason. I mean,
yeah, but
I can hear what you're saying, Brendan. But again, I think that's the place for it. Other people might not agree with that.
The problem is this: when you have a society of people taking the law in their own hands to remove things by force that causes injury and damage, I have an issue with that. If they want the statues removed, there's legislative ways of doing it, like anybody else.
And take statues to the museums. Don't destruction, like break the law and tear them down.
Right, that's not the solution, because if you start allowing for that, then you're going to have to allow when they want to tear down a statue of something you admire.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that there's a difference too between tearing them down. Like, I understand the frustration. Like, many people have wanted these statues taken down, and they've been overwritten by other groups
and by law and by Congress and local state law.
And it's like their voices are not being heard. And that is the bigger issue, because it's supposed to be we the people that is governing this country, and we're not being listened to.
I mean, if they can show that they tried the legislation, I mean, there's an argument to be had if they tried the legislation thing. Then, you know, even Thomas Jefferson even advocated for anarchy in certain cases when the government. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I mean, these are not simple questions, obviously, and they're very.
No.
Yeah, they're very.
That's
nuanced.
not my job to throw out simple questions, Steve.
Dude, keep it simple. You know my audience, man.
We all know it's all about the nuance.
I literally alienated all my fans in one go.
No.
That's how
No.
But is Steve saying his fans can't handle this kind of talk?
I think you don't give them enough credit.
Oh, you
Yeah,
guys, but don't you know though?
personally think that once an individual has spoken so many times and no one wants to hear to the logic that they're adhering to, and it's sound logic, then they have to take a drastic step and be like, you know what? Fuck you. You don't want to help me. I'm going to take this shit into my own hands. But I also understand the side where Steve is saying it's a slippery slope, and it is a very slippery slope. I think it can lead to some BS, but is the fine line, that middle, where is that? You know what I mean? That's a huge question. I don't think we'll ever understand that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think the thing that people need to consider is whenever you take a idolization of a subject matter, like a person or whatever, that's where you run into trouble. Statues are supposed to be something that is art, right? That evokes emotion or
sadness.
The most important ones are the ones that, like, even the Mount Rushmore is there's representation. But it's not about those it should not be about those individual people, because individual people are flawed. And so when you do a picture of just a head, that is not, I don't think, a statue that can be as productive as, say, a statue that represents an idea. And that's something that idea it can be much more fluid, because then you have people complaining about, like how Brandon said, that George Washington was a slave owner and he used to wear the teeth of his slaves.
What the fuck? I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yep. He was a slave owner.
I did not know that. I knew he was a slave owner. I just didn't know that he was wearing the fucking teeth of his.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like me going back to a war and wearing the ears of my fucking fallen.
Don't we all do that? Wait.
Yes.
You didn't do that in the military comic? No, I thought it was like
no, I didn't do their ears. I did their tongues.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just you just have to pick a body part. It doesn't matter. Foreskins work too.
Yeah. Yep. I owe a foreskin for the Bible, right?
Yeah, you get 200 of them, I think. You haven't seen Coral's collection of foreskins?
That's right.
Yeah, that's why she doesn't date much nowadays.
What is this collection of foreskins? What are you talking about?
The Bible, you get. He was commanded to go out and get 200 foreskins of his fallen enemies.
Who? Was it a David?
Yeah, might have been. No.
Where's Eula when you need her?
What are you talking about? Who did that? Who did that?
I thought it was King David.
King David?
Okay, that guy would get fucked. And
well, they were dead, but also wasn't there another one?
I have a question.
Wasn't there another passage where somebody who was getting married was offered like 100 foreskins for a dowry or something? I don't know what the hell it was.
For
it's in
fuck's sake,
Samuel.
Those guys, I would have fucked those guys. Jesus Christ.
Manya, go ahead, Manya.
Are you fucking serious?
My question is,
yes, beautiful Manya.
Go ahead, Money. I'm sorry.
This is a question about what has happened in my country back home. So, like the statues, we have, India has been susceptible to many invasions, by foreign powers like the Mughals and Britishers, you can say, and blah, 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 blah. Now, how far do you go back, because we have streets and we have roads named after some of the historical rulers who were considered invaders. So how far do you go back to renaming them? Like,
you go all the way back to when we were fucking just learning how to light up a fire.
No.
Yeah, like don't name it after people. Name it after ideas and things. And there's so many other words in our.
I would like to know: does it bother you? That's the thing.
What?
The names of
do the names bother you? Then you rename them.
Well, it depends, right? Because India is a land of many cultures and religions, right? So for some people, those people might be like, yeah, okay, they were okay people. For some people, they were like in America. For some people, those slave owners were like great examples of how people should behave, and for some people, it was like, nah, they're cruel and blah 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 blah. So what do you do then when it's a
Yes,
democracy? When it's a democracy, not a majoritarianism. When it's a democracy, how do you go about it?
Exactly.
Questions and
I don't know. I'm asking you.
and you vote on it.
Huh?
Right,
Well,
exactly.
that's
You
another thing
vote
now.
on it.
That's another thing. Now, voting on it, when there's a community, there's a majority. That's a majority for those people were villains, and there's a minority for those people were not villains. So are you going to ignore the minority, or are you going to disregard them, or are you going to go sit down with them and talk through about that through with them also?
I'm sure that there's some of those that are the minority that if you talk to them in a very intellectual way, explain your position.
Yeah.
Let's say if there was 50 of them, at least 5 of them are smart enough to say, wow, great position. I understand your position and you've changed my mind. The other 45 of them, you can beat them with a brick that has the writing on it.
No,
and
but
they're not going
that
to change their
process
mind.
needs to happen, right? You
It
just
does.
can't go
I think
about
so.
and just topple over things and rename.
But here's the
now,
question.
I'm coming in as a devil's advocate because this happened back in my home too. We've had, roads and stuff named after streets and stuff named after, like Aurangzeb. He was known as a very cruel ruler. Very cruel ruler. People died because he wanted to convert them, but they refused not to. And then, there were several British officers after whom the buildings are named and blah, blah, blah. So now this process has started where they've started renaming these roads, and there's a community which is like, why are you doing this? This is not warranted. And there is a community that's going, yep, this about time this happened because these people were bad, but they were part of the history, right? In some ways, they were part of the history. So how do you go about it?
Well,
like
it's quite interesting because this actually literally just happened in DC. I don't know if you know much about it over in Washington, DC. However, due to the protests because of George Floyd and the BLM protests, they actually, I think it was the mayor of the District of Columbia, Muriel Bowser, announced that part of the street outside of the White House has been officially renamed Black Lives Matter Plaza. And that was actually renaming the street, which was it was just regular, like, I don't know, 16th Street or whatever, but it was changing it to a commemorative name in order to address some of the big issues around the country. So I think that you can do it. You just have to figure out ways to, if you have a name that's questionable, we definitely always need to be able to come in for that communication and talk. But I think one of the things that's fundamentally missing from discourse right now is understanding compromise and trying to find a middle ground where both groups, the majority and the minority, can be happy with and can walk away feeling like they got something.
They don't want to
from it.
compromise.
Yeah, so
right?
this is a good compromise would be, okay, we'll take Christopher Columbus as an example because he's a direct effect to my ancestors. So yeah, okay, it happened. We know it happened. Don't flaunt it in our face that he raped and pillaged our people. Put it in a museum that the person who feels like they want to elevate him, can go visit it. But as I walk down the street, I don't have to see it. I think that's a great compromise.
I think that there is a benefit too to making sure that we are teaching our history appropriately and not whitewashing a lot of things.
Look at me into that.
A lot of people don't know about some of the things that happen, especially during the birth of our nation, in regards to the indigenous people. And so just getting that education is going to be half the battle.
Carl, I tell you what.
To say that there was no forced hand when, like when America was formed, and even when India was formed. India is a union of states. And those states not only included princely states, it included the indigenous people and tribes. And nobody knows that part of the civil history.
I want to go to India so bad. I mean, think about it. Manu and Curry together I mean,
I'm okay with that.
right?
I'm
Yeah,
watching that new show
I
on
have
Netflix.
lots of
Right?
friends in India,
Hey,
so
hey,
I'm
Manya,
down.
Cora,
charge you stuff.
yeah, Coral and I, we're gonna head to India, and you're gonna like take us out for the night on the town.
Oh,
with
yeah,
curry
definitely.
I have
and
tons
drinks
of friends that live in India, so yeah.
Oh my God,
I know.
I tell you what, though. I tell you what. Hang on,
Right
because I gotta wrap this up. It is getting late, so how about this, Coral? That's actually a really good topic for you to do one of these days with Comic Nuts channel.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what we're gonna
There
do
you
is, like I said, I've put your link in the video description a few times. Hopefully, we'll get you some subs, and people over here
I appreciate that.
have now been exposed to you, and take that for what it's worth. I don't know if you're wearing pants or not today. And you did bend down for something.
Who
So
the
I don't know.
fuck is wearing pants?
I know, right?
I'm
That's
wearing
what-
pants. I already told you.
It's so hot here, you don't even
I'm
know.
boycotting pants.
We got a heat warning here. It's fucking ridiculous how hot it is.
I hate pants.
I get up frequently, so that's why I don't want nobody to see my wang. The bat wang.
That'll be after the after show.
Well, Virillion, I will answer Virillion's questions. I was born in India and I was brought up till the age of 25. And then I moved to New Zealand to study, and then I stayed back because I fell in love with this country. So yeah, I've spent 7 years now in New Zealand. So yeah, hopefully I'll spend as much time as I did in India, as in New Zealand. So yeah, that's me. I'm international. Yo, baby.
Hey, so I'm actually watching a TV show right now on Netflix. It's called Arranged Marriages.
That's how. You know what's funny is that's how Manya and I met. Yeah, we were arranged, and I was like, "Hey," I was like, "This is awesome," and she's like, "Oh, hell's no."
Oh yeah,
right, because back then
I will tell you my stories.
A strict evangelical.
I know her story on this. You
I'll tell you
do it on his
much
channel.
my
Tell your
parents
story
have
on his
tried
channel.
to blackmail me into getting married, and I'll tell you how far they can go. What you've seen her arranged marriage is nothing.
She
compared
lived
to
it,
what
dude.
my
She
parents
actually,
have
I'm
done.
not even joking.
I
She did live it. Yeah.
I lived it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there was one mother
Crazy
on there
shit.
that's like saying, "You're gonna get married in 3 days. If not, we disown you." And he was like, "All right, I'm getting married."
I'll take an arranged marriage right now. Whatever. With all the shit going on, I might get lucky. I don't know. That's fine with me. Spin the wheel. I'm willing to take a chance.
Oh, my BP is high. My blood pressure is going bad. You give me blood pressure. You're not getting married. Did you see that part?
Yeah.
Hell.
The very last mother was the one that was the worst. And her husband and her son was to me, he seemed like a psycho killer. Like, there was no emotion. There was nothing.
Was he the one who said? Was he the one who said, "I want my wife to be just like my mother"?
Yes, that's
That's shit.
No, I don't know.
Guys,
Don't want to.
please, even if you're going into an arranged marriage, please don't ask your spouses to emulate your mothers.
I don't want the girl I'm with to be anything like my mom. Absolutely not. No.
I need to.
People are different. People have different.
What, Red?
Hobbies and interests. Please.
I mean, if that's your kink, go for it.
Red's getting stomped on. Hang on, one sec. Red's getting stomped on. Little Red, what?
I said, where is this show located and what's it called?
Netflix.
It's on Netflix and it's called Arranged Marriage. It's a great show, but it's pretty funny because he's like, yeah, I want to have my wife to be exactly like mom, where she stays home all day, cooks and cleans, and does nothing else but raise the children. I'm like, that's a high opinion of your mom.
Yeah.
Wow. They tried to do damage control after that. They interviewed the guy to clarify what he meant by that, and then somebody. And the interviewee asked him, like, what would you do to take care of your kids? And he had no answer.
So real quick, I got to answer my question though. Mika Wells, she says it was the sons of Jacob, Simon, and Levi of the question that you asked earlier. So I see there are people that know Bible shit. I don't. I know the stories, but I don't know the details.
So there was one more. So actually, David brought 200. What is it? Foreskins to his future wife's dad.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to
marry
call.
as dowry. That was one of the.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
like,
that was 100.
maybe ask your wife
Samuel.
if you want to marry her. Nah, I'll just give whatever the dad wants.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if some student, my daughter, came to me with foreskins, they're not going to be leaving breathing.
Okay,
that's what your daughter wanted.
So fun story. My dad actually tried to sell us for camels in Egypt when we were little kids. Yeah,
really?
Yeah. He
camels are pretty cool.
I'm not
I mean,
from Egypt.
Yeah.
We're military brats.
Okay.
But it's
You make it
a
sound like it's a
running
bad
joke
thing,
in our
though.
family. Because my dad was
Are they one hump or two humps?
would go out to the Middle East during Desert Storm, Desert Shield, and
I
all
was in
that
those.
stuff.
I was over there.
And when he'd come back, he'd tell us, he said, "Oh yeah, we go around, we show pictures of their daughters and say, how many camels can I get?"
So hey, before we go, guys, before because Steve was saying he wanted to cut this. I have one more controversial question for you guys that I need to throw out there. 2020 presidential elections and mail-in ballots. I'm going to leave it like that. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't have a problem with mail-in ballots.
Right. Well, I don't understand what the controversy is. We already have absentee ballots, and it's literally the same thing. So
I don't know why Trump makes a distinction that's not there.
No.
Yeah, that went so fast.
And him trying to delay the election is not something that he can do unless he wants a President Pelosi.
Actually, this coronavirus thing can work in his favor because all the dipshits who don't believe in it will come out to vote, and the people who want to protect themselves, who are most probably Democrats, will stay at home.
I think he's Here's my opinion. I think he's actually going to stage a UFO invasion of aliens. And,
it's the Covfefe.
Yeah, that's the Covfefe. That's what they are. They're a
Oh,
secret alien race that's waiting to take us
should
over.
be fine, man.
So this is a keen distinction that I don't know if a lot of you guys are seeing and our viewers are seeing. Every step that he's taken has been taken by some sort of tyrant in history. With the first step, discrediting the news. Second step, bringing out soldiers to Oregon, Chicago, New York, and other areas to claim dominance and fear in its people. The second one, to control an election in order to manipulate that election so that way he wins. And there's a bunch of other little things as well that he's done in there.
Press, you have to get rid of the press and all that.
In fact, if you make that list, I'll talk.
Honestly, I don't think that he's capable of playing 4D chess. It's somebody else.
No. He's a puppet. He's an idiot. But,
those are classic.
But if you write those down, you find that list. Comic, send it to me because I'm on Wednesday when I do Over and Under with Chris. I might bring that up because I haven't really thought of a topic yet for Wednesday's show.
Yeah, no, that's a great topic because
that is kind of a
every
good
step.
That would be an awesome
at least for a good
topic.
segment. I mean, I usually try to get about 3 or 4 things to talk about. By the way, again, back to our original, come full circle. Being a content creator is fucking hard. Okay, it's hard coming up with stuff. It's hard. I mean, when you got multiple shows, thousands of people that you deal with, and you want to try to please everybody, knowing that you can't. So you try to just please as many people as possible, knowing that you're going to disappoint some, including your mother. I mean, that was a Monda's taste. My mama loves me. She doesn't know what the hell I do. She doesn't understand any of this, but she loves it. She really doesn't. She doesn't get. She's like, I don't know what you do, but
Mom doesn't understand.
But she's a good woman. I mean, she's 90-something years of age. But to bring it full circle is that support all the content creators, and you don't even have to like financially support anybody. Just be there to watch the stuff, leave comments, help share the videos. These are all things that people can do. But if you want to join and become a member, do that as well. I mean, I know Comic Nut's has a join button now.
No, I don't know. Do I have a join button?
I think you said
I don't have one. I have a Patreon. And I have, if you go into my Discord and you go to the main chat, you just write donate, and then a link will pop up and it'll show people how to do that.
There's always ways of supporting people. And it is difficult to put out content. It really is. So I appreciate the ones that I do. You saw that I have 600 people that I subscribe to, and I tell when people put a video out and it's something I want to watch, I go watch it. I usually don't comment in the live chat. Let me throw that out there. Only a handful of times do you see him in a live chat, and if I don't have a wrench, there's a probability it's not me. I was in Comics Nuts the other day. I didn't have a wrench, but I told him I was talking to him in real time on Twitter. Yes. So if you see anything just for anybody, by the way, if you see anything by anyone that doesn't look right from an account, even though you think of that person, ask, because there's a lot of toxic fandom out there. There's a lot of people making fake accounts. We know this. We all know this. I already had one of them deactivated, and they lost their entire YouTube account. So people still will do it though. But if you see if you see something odd, let people know, because I don't talk in chat unless I have a wrench, and that's not for any reason, for the fact that just if I have a wrench, they know it's me, right? I mean, it's not somebody pretending to me, because I got a high toxic fandom, which Comic Nut will have a high toxic fandom one of these days. You're experiencing full joy. Yeah, it's coming, man.
I'll have a what?
You'll have the full experience of the toxic fandom.
Yes.
Like I told
when
you,
the McCrazies come out.
Yeah,
and now you probably got the Undoomed
McCrazy.
What do he calls them? What do you call them? The Doomsters? I don't know. He's got a name for his toxic fandom.
Doom Squads, yeah.
The Doom Squad.
Well, yeah, so it's just, it is what it is. I spoke to you before, and I told you that I had a very small YouTube channel years ago where all I did was repair remote control cars and review remote control cars, because I'm big into that as well. And in doing that, you would think that no one would have a troll. That's something that, like, what the fuck? So I had a troll, and it was, what the fuck? So
you're always going to find somebody that just for some reason picks you as a target. It doesn't
so
win.
if you're watching us and you are wanting to become a YouTube creator, go for it, do it. It's an awesome experience, but just know that at one point in your career, you are going to have a troll. And that troll, you just have to not put any type of weight behind anything they say, because that's what they do. They're professional trolls.
Yeah, exactly. Good advice.
That's out of the year that I've been doing this, a little bit less, that's probably the one thing that I've learned, is that trolls are usually the guy who has had a bad day at work and he wants to take it out on somebody. Or he's just not getting, he doesn't have a girlfriend, so he's got some sexual frustration pent up, and he's going to take, or
boyfriend,
take it out on you. You know what I mean?
All right, so let's kind of wrap it up. Undoomed, have you passed out yet, or are you still there?
I'm still here.
Do you have a name for your toxic fandom? Do you call them anything besides snowflakes?
No.
You're not very original.
Sorry.
Yeah, you need a couple of something. They work hard for you, man. They work hard.
Hey, call them the Ferengis. I told you.
The Ferengis.
That's how you really know that. I mean, like when you're looking at someone who's being toxic towards you, and you just don't even remember them, you don't even know them, you don't even name them.
I get that all the time. I literally have had people leaving messages going off, and there are zero subs, no avatar. Talking as if like we've had multiple conversations, and I'm like, they're like, yeah, I proved you wrong on this, but I'm like, I don't even know who you are. I don't know. What?
That's the move, right?
I have a good one for you. You call them the Borg. How about that?
That's a good one.
The Borg is good because they're assimilated. Yeah, see, mine's more like a cancer. Mine are called a cancerous tumor kind of thing. They're just like kind of like grow off each other.
Crazies.
Yeah, they call them McCrazies. He knows that. Doom knows. Doom is well acquainted with my toxic fandom. They don't go after him though. They don't fuck with him. They like him. But anyways, let's wrap it up here, guys. Promote your own shit so we get the hell out of here. It's way too fucking hot in here because I didn't have my AC on because people say it has a hum. So let's do this in order. Brandon, you got anything you want to promote?
Well, I can.
All right, I'm gonna do this like the Reds then. Say what you got to say and get the fuck out. That's what we're gonna do. So, because now we're gonna be here forever. So, say what you got to say and get the fuck out.
Okay. I'm more active on Twitter than on YouTube. My Twitter is Brandon Royal 1. I have YouTube now under my name Brandon Royal. I don't do much on there, but come along if you wanna see what I got. Okay, I'd bye.
Oh, we want to see what he got. Okay. Ooh, sounds promising. All right, move through here. Little Red, what you got for us?
Hey,
new content creator out there. She's like almost a virgin when it comes to this.
Yeah, it's Sweet PE 136-11871, and Little Red, y'all, is my channel, and it's brand spanking. It's a month old.
Aww.
So come see me.
Yeah,
I'll work more on your intro kind of thing. I mean, we'll figure it out.
I got it to 343 today, I think.
Yeah.
It's only been like 30 days, y'all.
Well, I mean, you watch count, you said? Is that what that is?
Do what?
You have 300 people watching? That's pretty good.
Joey informs me every day. Like, you got 10 more today. Like, he's into it.
Oh, subs.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, like I said, we got to get
currently at 342.
We got to get you to at least 1,000. The stepping is like we got to get to 1,000, 10,000, 20,000. I would have been at over 100,000 had things not happened on my other channel, but whatever. Shit happens. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's my next goal is to get a million. That's my next.
Yeah,
step.
no, I'm not. I don't go for those things.
I'm working on 50.
Yeah, no, my next goal is 10,000, which is I'm really. This morning I woke up, I was at 9,100, and then I looked at like lunchtime, and I was at 9,073.
Yeah, you're at 9.08.
I was like, what the
and
fuck?
So hopefully I'll put this on my community tab, and all the people that watch this, they can go because no offense, most of my fandom don't know you except for a handful like Little Red, and so. They're going to be first time experiencing the joy that is Comic Nut.
The nuts.
Asking these questions we don't want to have answered.
Nut.
Okay. But anyways, I think a Little Red. Love you. Get out.
Love you. Bye.
All right.
All right.
Now, Manya, my favorite Manya, my only Manya that I know, but she's still my favorite Manya. What do you got for us?
So my name is Manya. I'm Golden Unicorn _ at Twitter, and join me with Shashar Wick every third Tuesday at that time of the month where we have fun, and you can join us with Sweets and Nikki, and it's 4 of us, and we have some fun, and you can enjoy art along with that. And yeah, sometimes I make appearances here on Steve's channel now and then, and basically I'm a mad lad, so yeah, watch out for me. Yeah, cheers.
And Chesar's channel is in the video description, so you can find her over there.
Cool, guys.
Love
Good night,
you.
Steve. Good night, everybody.
We love you, Manya. Bye.
It was nice meeting you.
All right, another person I love, Vegan.
Hi, I'm Vegan Atheist Coral. You can find me. Let's see. On Twitter, it's Atheist Vegan, and then of course here on YouTube, I also have a bunch of things that I'm working on right now. Current projects are a couple of books that I'm writing, but you can find me mostly hanging out on Steve's channel during Rum and Coke nights or on AT2s during our veterans talk that we do every Friday, because I just want to have conversations and chat. And I have to say, I have been following Undoomed for a while, so it has been a pleasure talking with you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I'm out.
All right, thanks, girl. All right, so what's left? I'm not going to ask either of you two to get out. We're just going to wrap it up because, first of all, Undoomed can destroy my entire career, so I'm not going to ask him to leave. And you're the guest, comic. So, but what do you got? Do we got anything special coming up? I mean, what do you got like of interest?
No, I can't tell you.
Oh, secret. Oh, is that for our secret meetings that we have that we don't have that everybody thinks we have that we don't have? I'm like confused on those secret meetings.
I'm just saying I have a day job and I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it is true. You kind of do. You're a lot more spontaneous than you used to be with a lot of your live chats and stuff.
Well, whatever.
Anyways, all right. So thanks, Undoomed. We appreciate it, man. And go check out Undoomed's channel. He's great. We are fans. You know that, man. And he's actually a nice guy. Surprisingly, because everybody thinks, dude, I gotta tell you, years ago, man, it was like Undoomed. Everybody's like, he's such an asshole, and I'm like, I didn't know him back then.
I'm such an asshole.
Right? They hated you, dude, and and I'm like, why is this guy? I don't think he's an asshole. I think he just is blunt and he's saying things I agree with. What's wrong with that? God.
Oh well.
Comic Nut, you got to go check out his shit because Comic Nut doesn't know who you are, but go check out his channel.
I subscribe.
Yeah. And watch some of his videos on some snowflakes. They're fucking hilarious, dude.
I'm gonna check it out.
They're brutally savage because they're true. That's the sad part. They're true.
I just like to have some fun.
Yeah, that's where we have these Rum and Coke nights, and you're welcome anytime to these Rum and Coke nights. There's a different topic all the time. I still do my Caffeine Corner with Chashar at 11 a.m. You're welcome to be a guest for that. That talk about critical thinking and stuff like that. I do political shows now. I'm doing that at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays with Over and Under with Chris Attlee. We're talking about politics. And I do Controversy on Fridays where I just pick a controversy of the week. And then Saturdays, Rum and Coke. And then some other, I do a math videos too, but yeah, I don't think you want to do those. But but Comic Nut, what about you, man? Like I said, this was mainly for you. I wanted to, my audience to kind of meet and greet you and shit. And
yeah, so basically, I'm e.bjjcomicnut, and that's the name of our channel. And I also have another channel that is brand spanking new. It's called Drama for Your Mama, and that recaps the drama of the week in the YouTube world. And on the e.bjjcomicnut channel, what we do is we go over comic books, collectibles, just anything that has to do with pop culture. We're also going to be doing a podcast. It's called Two Dorky Dudes. It's me and a buddy that's going to be doing that. I've got my Discord that's open, so if anybody wants to get into that Discord, I will send it to Steve, and he will, put it on his thing or whatever, because it's going to be free for about another week, and then after that, it's going to be part of my Patreon. So I'm trying to build an ambient, like a environment of just a great environment in the Discord right now. Other than that, just working my ass off. That's about it.
All right. Well, that sounds good, man. Like I said, I know you got a kind of a different crowd than us. If any of those guys want to like meet up with us and vice versa, and I know Beast Boy was busy tonight, but it would have been nice to talk to him. I actually do like his stuff. I think he's very genuine. Yeah, he's right. So put in a good word with him, because we would like to talk to him. But yeah, so this was actually fun. I said these are just really kind of low-key kind of get-togethers and shit like that, where we can kind of decompress from the week, because everybody has their shit they got to deal with, and we have Rum and Coke nights to have fun, and I think this actually managed to meet that criteria. So I thank you guys both for that. And with that, guys, thank you very much. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, send to your friends, family, people you hate especially. That's really even better. And then leave comments. We love comments. I love reading comments. So even if it's just something short and simple, leave a comment. All right. Good night, guys.
All right. Peace.